It's a brand new month and a brand new opponent for the Wareham Gatemen, a cross-bridge rivalry and a divisional battle between the Bourne Braves and the Wareham Gatemen. Alongside Gabe Genovesi, I'm Jonah Karp. Gabe, let's break down yesterday's game before we start talking about today. It's a Monday evening and a brand new opponent for Wareham, but yesterday they faced a familiar opponent and they won. They squeaked out a victory, 1-0.
Squeaked it out is the right way to put it right there. Trent Palmer picked up the victory as he went 4 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts out of the bullpen. It was a pitching duel all night long, a game that lasted just an hour and 56 minutes at Spillane Field, shortest game of the season for Wareham. And, well, there's nothing better than being at the ballpark for less than 2 hours and getting a victory, because that game flew by. Along with Palmer, Ian Bedell, the starter for Wareham, was marvelous yesterday. 5 innings, 1 hit given up, no runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts. He now has, I'm willing to say, the best 2 starts of the season for the Wareham Gatemen, as he's now pitched 14 1/3 innings this summer, hasn't given up a run. He's one of the best starters in the Cape Cod Baseball League, and he showed it yesterday. And Palmer came in, shut the door, and picked up the win. The final line was only 1 run on 6 hits for the Gatemen, but they get the job done.
Ian Bedell, now one of 4 qualified pitchers in the Cape Cod League to not give up an earned run yet this season. Just remarkable stuff. He really set the tone for the whole game, and it was a pitching duel because Katuitt pitched very well as well.
They did. Again, just 6 hits for Wareham, and they all came in just 3 innings. 2 hits in the first, 2 hits in the 5th, 2 hits in the 7th. The other 5 innings Wareham had to bat yesterday, because they didn't have to bat in the bottom of the 9th, they went hitless. They didn't get anything done. Jackson Wolf, the starter for the Kettleers, went 5 innings, gave up 4 hits but no runs, and got 4 strikeouts. And then Matthew Mervis is the guy that Wareham did their damage off of. 2 hits, 1 run in the 7th inning. A sacrifice fly from Benjamin Sims, his 4th RBI of the year, the only RBI of the game, gets the job done in the 7th. And, well, 1-0, the Gatemen victory to stay in first place in the Western Division.
There wasn't a lot of offense yesterday between the two teams, just 9 hits combined, but the Wareham Gatemen managed to pull out the victory, winning 1-0. That 1 run courtesy of a sacrifice fly off the bat of Benjamin Sims, who we gave the player of the game to.
Yeah, he was our player of the game, who also had a hit. Sims, despite only 6 hits for the Gatemen in his 3 at-bats, had a single in the sacrifice fly. He was the most productive Gateman. We talked about it on the postgame show. Addy grabbed Sims after the game, but it could have easily been Ian Bedell or Trent Palmer, the pitchers for the Gatemen. Just marvelous. Best pitching performance we've seen from not just the starter, but the bullpen as well all year. Trent Palmer, you mentioned Ian Bedell is one of 4 qualified pitchers with an ERA of 0. Palmer also has an ERA of 0. He just doesn't quite qualify. 8 1/3 innings pitched in his 3 games this summer. Scoreless, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts this season for Trent Palmer. He's been fantastic out of the bullpen.
And perhaps a big reason why the Gatemen pulled out that 1-0 victory was because the guy at the top of the order was held in check by the great pitching by both Ian Bedell and Trent Palmer. Nick Gonzalez, who had a big night the previous night for Katuitt in Katuitt, didn't really have as big of a night in Wareham.
Not at all. To recap that, first game against Katuitt 2 nights ago at Lowell Park, Nick Gonzalez 4 for 5 with 5 RBIs on the night. And last night against the Gatemen, 1 for 4, did reach on an error. His only hit a single in the 6th. Bedell did a fantastic job. Palmer gave up a hit to Gonzalez, but then got him to ground out to second base in the 9th inning, which nearly sealed it. That was the 2nd out of the 9th inning.
So today, Wareham is playing another away game, first of 2, and the 3rd away game, part of a 4 for 5 stretch that the Wareham Gatemen have on the road. Let's go into that game just a little bit before we send it over to break. Wareham's in Bourne for the first time this season. It's a divisional opponent. They're going to be playing Bourne 6 times in the month of July. What are you expecting out of this game?
6 times in the month of July is a whole lot of baseball against the Bourne Braves, but this is going to be a battle of Bourne pitching against Wareham hitting. We'll go into it a little more later in this post game, but the Bourne offense is one of the worst in the league. They're not they're in the bottom 3 in the league in every single offensive category. Pitching-wise, however, 2.95, the ERA for the Bourne pitching staff. That is second in the Cape Cod Baseball League. Again, we'll go over it more later, but will the Gatemen be able to hit today here at Doran Park?
Gatemen trying to string some wins together. They're sitting atop the Western Division as we currently stand. Bourne hanging on near the bottom of the Western Division. If the playoffs were to start today, they would be in it, but not having a great season. 5-9 and on a 3-game losing streak, but still 3 points ahead of Hyannis, who was off to a slow start, but Hyannis took down Bourne yesterday 4-2. So the Braves trying to get back in the win column here at home. We're going to step aside. We're going to come right back, and Addison Van Patten will have your pregame interview when we return.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
The Wareham Gatemen set to take on the Bourne Braves in just about 20 minutes or so, 22 minutes, I guess, to be exact. We're going to keep chugging along on the Gatemen Pregame Show. Let's send it over to Addison Van Patten, standing by with Chad Stevens.
Addison Van Patten here with Chad Stevens. Now, Chad, we're seeing you back in the lineup today. Last time we saw you was at Chatham in that 7-4 win. What have you been doing to get ready to be back on the field today?
I'm just been getting in the cage a lot and trying to get some ground balls and just be ready whenever my number is called.
Are you excited to be back here? New competition with Bourne today. What have we done to prepare for this new talent?
We've just been kind of working on a lot of team stuff, a team fundamental defense. Kind of excited to play a team closer to us, so it should be fun.
Now, Bourne, they are the second best pitching in the league in the West and East right now. They're right behind Orleans, who got us in a back-to-back loss last weekend. What have we done to prepare for their pitching or any drills coaches ran?
We've just been working on some velocity and some off-speed, and there's a lefty today, so we hit off a lefty in batting practice, just trying to be prepared for what we're going to see.
Now, you're batting .318 on the season so far. We've seen a lot of you. What do you expect, or what have you worked on yourself?
I'm just trying to work on a little bit of everything. We're seeing better competition out here, so just trying to improve my overall game.
Now, the Gatemen have had four of their last 5 games have been wins. What are we going to do to keep up that momentum, even though we don't have off days, and then there's going to be the 4th of July, of course, and then no more off days after that?
I think what we do well is bring a lot of energy and excitement, so we're going to continue to do that.
Talked to the Bourne guys earlier. They said their team is very quiet. They're not as lively as they are. They don't have a lot of personalities. I told him that our team is entirely full of personalities. Which one would you prefer?
I think I like personality. Something different's always fun.
All right, well, thank you for talking with me, and good luck today. Sending it back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Addison. Thanks so much, Chad. Chad batting 8th tonight for the Gatemen and playing third base. First time Chad Stevens is in the lineup since Friday.
Yeah, since Friday. That was at Chatham. Had a hit, had an RBI at Chatham in a 7-4 victory for the Gatemen. Chad Stevens, we've talked about it a few times, but he was in the lineup a lot early in the year for the Gatemen. Matt McLean arrived, and Stevens is playing about once every 3 days, but Chad Stevens has performed well every single time he's been in the lineup. He's 7 for 22 this season. That's a .318 average. 7 RBIs for Chad Stevens, which is also top 5 on this Gatemen team. Ward has 9 RBIs. Teeter has 8. McLean and Stevens both have 7 for the Gatemen, and a couple of doubles in those 7 hits as well for Chad Stevens. Just a really good interview done by Addison van Patten, and Stevens talked about just the energy that this Wareham team has, and we see it. We see it every day. We see it in the dugout, especially just some of these long days that these guys have to go through in the Cape Cod Baseball League. It can be tough, but this team, the energy that they bring to the field every day, it contributes to winning, and that's why Wareham's in first place.
Chad Stevens and the rest of the Gatemen starting lineup will face off against Mac Lardner, making his 3rd appearance for Bourne this season. He's gone 9 innings, has struck out 6, has given up 6 hits so far, and 1 earned run. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be Around the Cape with Ryan and Javik. You don't want to miss it. Stick around.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Welcome back on WBSM 1440 AM on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Rolling along here on the Gatemen Pregame Show from the beautiful Doran Park, just over the Bourne Bridge in Bourne, Massachusetts, at Upper Cape Regional Technical High School. Gets set for tonight's matchup with Wareham Gatemen, hoping to continue their winning ways tonight. But now it's time for Around the Cape here on the Gatemen Pregame Show on GBN. I'm Javik Blake, alongside Ryan LeMay, taking you around the Cape, everything you missed yesterday. 3 other games in action. 1 got rained out due to massive flooding in Falmouth. And there are also 3 games going on tonight, 3 makeup games tonight, as much of the rain we've had.
Off
days aren't really a thing anymore, so teams playing both Mondays and Thursdays. The traditional off days in the Cape League Well, let's first
Starting
off
off,
go to last night's
number
games.
50 from the
YD faced off
University of
against
Washington,
Brewster,
center
YD Red
fielder
Sox
Braden
winning that one
Ward.
by a 5-2 score.
Batting
Chase
second,
Smith getting the win.
number 11
Jane
from the
Wojciechowski getting
University
the
of
loss, and
California,
Boyd
Berkeley,
Vandercourt.
second
We thought he
baseman
was going to start
Darren
yesterday.
Baker.
Turns out he pitched the final
Batting
5
third,
innings and
number
got the save, doing a
22 from
fantastic
Florida
job.
Southern.
I mean,
First
just as good as
baseman,
a start, Boyd
Jacob
Vandercourt
Teeter.
comes in and gets a 5-inning save.
Batting fourth,
He's one of
number
my
7
favorite
from the
pitching names
University of
on the Cape
Miami,
this summer,
designated
and
hitter,
he's lived up to his name
Adrian
so
Del
far.
Castillo.
So I'm really happy to see him playing
Batting
well. And
fifth, number 10
how about Yarmouth's offense
from
last night? They
UCLA,
hit 11
right fielder,
singles,
Matt
and that's
McClain.
11 hits. The only hits they had in the
Batting
game were
sixth,
all singles.
number
So
12
I've been
from
really
Kansas
impressed with their
University,
offense all season
shortstop
long.
Benjamin
They don't have a
Simmons.
lot of power in their lineup, but
Batting
they just play a
seventh,
lot of smart baseball,
number
just
8
like Wareham
from Cal
does their
State
offense.
Fullerton,
So
When you have
catcher
11
Cameron
singles, it's more
Wongerin.
your manufacturing runs more than anything
Batting
else.
eighth, number
But they're doing a
9 from the
fantastic
University
job
of
getting
Portland,
runs
third
in
baseman
and
Chad
boosting a
Stevens.
Brewster pitching staff that we saw struggle
Batting
against
ninth,
the Gatemen.
number 3 from
yeah,
the
Brewster's
University
pitching
of San
staff did
Diego,
suffer
left
against the
fielder
Gatemen.
Tora
Similar
Otsuka.
kind of
And pitching,
output for
number
them last night against
24 from the
YD. Their
University of
pitching staff
Miami,
was not that
J.P.
good, allowing
Gates.
11 hits, and I mean, they
Also in the
weren't pretty
dugout,
for
manager
YD, but they
Jerry
got the job
Weinstein
done. So
and coaches
what
Rob
else can you ask
Salma,
for a
Jim
baseball
Lawler,
They're
game?
all
and
line
Tim
drives in
Smith.
the
Yeah,
book of
that's-
anything else.
yeah.
Orleans, they played Harwich last night. Orleans won that one 7-2. Jared Schuster getting the win. Carson Seymour ending up with the loss.
Yeah, Orleans they've been known for their pitching all season long, but I mean Troiani for them has been great. He has 6 hits. I mean 3 RBI. Kokoska had a home run for them, so nice to see some offense from this Orleans team that's been all pitching so far on the Cape.
Well, how about Kokosko and Troiani last night? They had themselves a night, but it's still the pitching staff of Orleans. They only gave up 2 runs, which
Yeah.
seems to be the norm night in and night out. That also seems like the most runs they've given up in quite some time. They're really doing a fantastic job with their pitching staff, which is why they're top in the Western Division.
They really got the best of both worlds last night because they've usually had really good pitching, but the batting has not always been there for them so far this season. But for them to get both last night against Harwich was a great result for them.
Then you also had Hyannis facing off against these Bourne Braves, which we'll see take on the Wareham Gatemen in just a few moments. 13 minutes away from first pitch. Hyannis ended up winning that game 4-2 over Bourne, and Hyannis, they're only picking up their 3rd win of the season.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a tough loss for Bourne. Bourne, they've been kind of sliding down the standings right now. They've lost 4 out of the last 5, I believe, and 3 in a row. So they've been struggling, and it's all because of their offense. I mean, Bourne's pitching, as we know, as Jonah and Gabe mentioned earlier, that they have the 2nd best pitching staff in the CCBL, but as for offense, they have the 3rd worst offense in the Cape League. So they need to find that perfect balance between the two if they want to start getting some more wins, because Hyannis, you got to win those games if you want to have a chance of making the playoffs.
And we could see like what happened last year with the Brewster Whitecaps. It was them and the Orleans Firebirds. The Firebirds had about a 10-point lead going into the final 2 weeks of the season. And the Orleans Firebirds, they ended up struggling down the stretch and ended up falling out of that 4th place position, out of the playoffs entirely, to a Brewster Whitecaps team that only won 10 games, which I believe is one of the lowest totals to get into the playoffs we've seen in the last 10 years.
Yeah, just like in any sport, it's all about your streaks, your win streaks, your losing streaks. And, I mean, Hyannis, for them to get out of their funk a little bit and get a win over Bourne, but now Bourne's in a little funk of their own. So I think Bourne really needs to turn things around offensively if they want to get some more wins in the table.
And moving ahead to tonight's games, we have the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, who won last night. Well, they're trying to build a little bit of a winning streak. They're playing against the Cotuit Kettleers, who were in 2nd place in the Eastern Division. Well, a little bit of an issue tonight for the Kettleers. They're currently getting no hit through 3.5 innings. The score 1-0 Hyannis.
Yeah, it's been a rough 2 nights for Cotuit's offense, huh? I mean, last night, Ian Bedell and Trent Palmer, as Gabe and Jonah mentioned, were fantastic for the Gatemen. I think only allowing I think it was 3 hits. It was 3 hits last night the Cotuit Kettleers got against Wareham. So for them to have no hits right now against the Hyannis team through 3 innings as well, it's like, it's not very good. But I mean, props to Hyannis, because if they get a result like this against Cotuit, it can really build some momentum for them going forward.
And Zach McCambly, he's on the mound tonight for the Kettleers. He's doing a fantastic job through 3 1/3 innings. Only 1 run, 37 strikes so far.
Yeah, it's a good outing for him, but I mean, where's the Cotuit offense, right? I mean, they got to get going. It's been a couple nights now since they've had some runs. So.
Well, we'll see if it ends up changing, but as it stands right now, Hyannis 1, Cotuit 0. Another game on the Cape tonight at Arnie Allen Diamond in Falmouth at 6 o'clock. Falmouth at 5-6-1, 3rd in the Eastern Division. They'll take on the best of the West in Orleans at 9-4-2. Noah Skiro going for Orleans, and for Falmouth, it's Chris Gonzalez.
Yeah, this is a good battle of the Eastern teams right here. Orleans has been on a really good hot streak lately in the East, and Noah Skiro, I'm really looking forward to see what he does tonight in the mound. Has a great start to the Cape season so far, and I mean, Orleans pitching staff in general has been great, so I love watching these pitching matchups that they've been going through.
I feel like every night, if you're an Orleans Firebirds fan, you're treated to great pitching matchups night in and night out, and with the way this team's been playing, their offense has got to be happy. They only got to put up 1 or 2 runs a game,
exactly.
and they seem perfect. And the pitching staff, they got to be loving it. They're fantastic all season long.
Yeah, Falmouth, I mean, they've been struggling a little bit lately, dropping some games, but
if they get a win against Orleans tonight, could do a world of good for them, building some momentum against such a good Orleans team, but we'll see what happens.
So in an hour and 10 minutes, at 7 o'clock tonight at Veterans Field in Chatham, it's the YD Red Sox at 9-5-1, second in the West, taking on the Chatham Anglers at 8-6-1, third in the West. Carlos Lamelli going for YD, and for Chatham, it's Daniel Fetterman.
Yeah, this is probably my most watched matchup tonight. I'm really looking forward to this one. YD and Chatham, both two very good teams, battling for second and third in the Western Division. I mean, if it's the first three teams in the West, besides them, it's kind of the bottom feeders, the last two teams. But we have a really good race right now in the Western Conference, and these two teams are really good, so it should be a good match.
Well, it should be a fantastic night of baseball in the Cape. Gabe and Jonah will give you updates around the league as we go through tonight. From a beautiful night in Doran Park in Bourne, Massachusetts, it's Gatemen Baseball. After this commercial break, Gabe and Jonah will break down the starting lineups and starting pitchers before first pitch from Doran Park in Bourne on 1420 AM WBSM and the Gatemen Baseball Network. We'll be back right after this as we roll along on the Gatemen Pregame Show.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone, a home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil, another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini-golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Back here at Doran Park, getting you ready for the first pitch between the Wareham Gatemen and the Bourne Braves. The first time this season these two teams are squaring off. Gabe Genovesi, Jonah Karp with you. Addison van Patten down on the sidelines. Addison already talked to Chad Stevens. What do you expect out of him today?
Yeah, he's going to be my player of the game today. Like we talked about, every time he's been in the lineup, he's performed. He's come through with a big hit. He's had an RBI, something to get this Gatemen team going. I expect more of the same today. 7 for 22 this season, a .318 average, and it's been timely hits, 7 RBIs for Stevens.
Chad Stevens batting 8th for the Gatemen. Somebody batting 2nd for the Bourne Braves, Jimmy Glowenke. What do you think of him?
Yeah, Glowenke, he'll be my player to watch for Bourne. He's a 300 hitter with the most at-bats in this Bourne lineup tonight. 12 for 40. No one else in this Braves lineup tonight has more than 27 at-bats. Glowenke 12 for 40 with the 300 average, 3 RBIs this season. He's at the top of the lineup for a reason. I expect him to be a part of this offense for Bourne if they want a chance to win this game.
Bourne struggling on the offensive side. Not an easy test against J.P. Gates, making another appearance.
Yeah, his 2 starts this season has been short. They're kind of working him in. His first start, he went 1 inning. His second start, he went 2 innings. He has not given up a run. 3 innings pitched, no runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Gates has been good for Wareham in short starts.
And his counterpart today is Mac Lardner. We're going to get into that more after the break. Anthem's going to be played right now, so we'll come back and we'll have the game for you. We'll be right back.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
You're listening to the Gatemen Baseball Network, home of the defending champion, Wareham Gatemen.
From Spillane Field in Wareham, Massachusetts, opening day, Cape Cod Baseball League.
Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi with you. Pleasure to be your eyes and ears for the broadcast.
Addison Van Patten here with manager Jerry Weinstein for the Manager's Show. And here with Brandon Fott. Now, Brandon, you got the win for tonight. It's an 80% chance of rain here in Wareham for the rest of the day, and the Gatemen have been forced to move inside to take BP in the cages.
Ground ball back up the middle, past the glove of Fetterman and into center field. Andrew Thomas comes home to score. Cam Guangarena right behind him, and Chad Stevens pulls in at first base with a 2-run single.
Hard ground ball up the middle, a base hit into center field. Rudick rounds 30's coming home. It's an RBI single for Cam Guangarena. Wareham leads 1-0.
Cut on and miss, strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Trent Palmer.
That ball is gone. Adrian Del Castillo breaks the game open with a 3-run jack. 11-5 Gatemen.
Slapped up the middle, a base hit into center field. Beaver scores easily. Antico rounding third. The throw to the plate is not in time.
Line drive over the head of the second baseman Olsen and into right field. Braden Ward comes home to score. Darren Baker pulls it at first with an RBI single, and it's 7-5 Wareham.
And the Gatemen win 5-0 here in Game 1 of the doubleheader.
And that'll do it. First 9-inning shutout for Wareham pitching this season. 6-0 the final score from Cotuit, Massachusetts.
Now, here are the voices of the Gatemen: Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, and Addison Van Patten.
Back here at Doran Park, getting ready for first pitch. First game of the season between Wareham and Bourne. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you.
For donating tonight's game
First time this season, the Gatemen are taking on their divisional opponent, the Bourne Braves. Bourne struggling so far. They're 5-9 and riding a 3-game losing skid and coming off a loss, 4-2 against Hyannis yesterday. A game where they didn't really tally much offense, only in the 5th inning. Davis homered in that 5th inning. It's the 9th time the Braves score 2 runs or fewer this season, and the offense has been a huge problem for this Braves team. On the other side, the pitching has been fairly dominant.
Yeah, pitching has been very good for Bourne. 2.95 ERA, second. And the Cape Cod Baseball League opponents only hit .222 against Bourne Braves pitching. That is 4th in the league. They've only walked 35 guys this season. That is 2nd fewest in the Cape Cod Baseball League. Their pitching staff is the reason they've been in games, the reason they've won games, but you said it. They've scored 2 or fewer runs 9 times this year.
The Braves are sitting right now 4th in the Western Division, 3 points ahead of the last place Hyannis Harbor Hawks. The Gatemen holding on to that number 1 spot, coming off a victory against Katuitt, part of a home-and-home stretch between the Kettleers and the Gatemen. They split the series. Let's take you through the starting 9 for Wareham. Braden Ward leading things off out in center field. Darren Baker behind him. Jacob Teeter batting 3rd. Adrian Del Castillo in the cleanup spot. Matt McLean batting 5th. Benjamin Sems behind him. Cam Guangarena in the 6-hole, or 7-hole rather. Chad Stevens in the 8-hole. Tora Otsuka rounding out the order. Mac Lardner, the starting pitcher for the Bourne Braves. The Gatemen in their away red uniforms. Dark red, maroonish color, gray pants. Home whites for the Braves. First of 6 regular season meetings between these two teams. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi on the call. Pleasure to be your eyes and ears for the broadcast. Beautiful 78 degrees on this Monday evening. First pitch taken over the inside corner. We're underway. Count 0-1 to Braden Ward. Jim Fonseca calling the balls and the strikes. Vincente Medina, the first base umpire. Sam Finn, the third base umpire. The pitch from Lardner. Chopped foul, right of home plate, 0-2. Braden Ward has been consistently leading things off for the Gatemen this season. Went 1 for 4 yesterday against Katuitt. Nothing into the count. Left on left matchup. The pitch. Ripped foul down the right field line. We'll do it again. From left to right in the outfield is Fabian DiGiacomo and Bruiser. Warren over at third. Glowenke at short. McKenzie at second. Beloso at first. And Jackson Greer, the battery mate of Mac Lardner. Count holding at 0-2. The pitch. Breaking ball misses inside. Tough take for Braden Ward. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Third appearance of the season for Lardner. Has pitched in 9 innings so far. Fouled off. It rolls to the backstop. 1 ball and 2 strike. The count remains. 6 strikeouts in those 9 innings pitched, giving up 6 hits, but just 1 earned run. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The pitch. Cut on and missed. A pitch in the dirt. It skips to the left of Greer, goes all the way to the backstop, and Braden Ward beats it out. Strikeout turned into a single. Braden Ward safe at first base. Still nobody out, and Darren Baker will come to the plate.
Yeah, it'll go in the book as a strikeout, but Wareham has a leadoff runner here in the first.
Darren Baker playing second base. While Braden Ward has been leading things off, Baker has been consistently in the 2-hole all season. He squares to bunt, pops it up. It goes behind home plate, and it lands in foul ground. 0-1 to Baker. Darren Baker took an 0 for yesterday. One of the few he's had this season. Batting .298, 17 for 57 to start his year. It's been that 1-2 punch of speed and contact at the top of the order for Wareham this season. Ward off first, nobody out, throw back to first. Ward back to the bag, count holds at 0-1 to Baker. Jacob Teeter on deck. The pitch. Taken downstairs. It rolls in front of Greer, but he stays with it. 1 ball and 1 strike to Baker. Mac Lardner from Spokane, Washington. 6'4", 196 pounds. Rising junior at Gonzaga. Looks over at first. Sets at the belt. Runner takes off. Pitch outside. Throw down to second's a good one, but Braden Ward beats it out. And the Gatemen have a runner in scoring position.
That was a good throw from Greer behind the plate. One thing I noticed there from Ward, he started his slide, and he dove head first very, very early. And dove in easily despite a really good throw from Greer. He probably gets anyone but maybe the man at the plate right now for the Gatemen.
Pitch low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count to Baker. Nobody out, runner at second. Top of the first inning, no score. Another left-on-left matchup. Lardner deals from the first base side. The pitch rolled foul along the first base line. We'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Mac Lardner has 2 pitches that he switches between fastball and changeup. Not a flamethrower. Fastball sits in the mid-80s. Changeup in the mid-70s. The pitch low and away, full count. Braden Ward standing off second base. Nobody out, no score. A 3-2 count to Darren Baker. Lardner comes set at the belt. Ward takes off. Nobody sees him. Throw down to third is not in time. And Braden Ward is 90 feet away from scoring the first run of the ballgame.
I mean, it is unbelievable. He's the most aggressive base runner on this Gatemen team. He's now 11 for 12 in stolen bases with those 2 around the base pass. Again, Lardner didn't even deliver. He just didn't see him going and threw over too late.
The 3-2 to Baker. Ripped on the ground, right side of the infield, through for a base hit. And Braden Ward comes home to score. Darren Baker stops at first with an RBI single. 1-0 Gatemen in the top of the first. Gatemen break the ice. Darren Baker with his 18th hit of the summer. Pulling one through the right side of the infield. And he stands on first base. Still nobody out in the top of the first inning. Jacob Teeter, the new batter. Lardner looks over at first. The pitch sits down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. The aggressiveness of Braden Ward early in this game has paid dividends.
And I will say that's a big single for Darren Baker too, despite not having many over nights this summer.
Nips the outer corner 1-1.
He was just 3 for 22 in his last 6 games. Darren Baker was kind of been on a little bit of a cold streak since starting very, very hot. And he gets a hit to lead off the game.
The 1-1 to Teeter, sits downstairs, skips in front of Greer, but he pops up, staying with the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike the count to Jacob Teeter, with Baker holding at first. One run home in the inning on 1 hit. Still nobody out, top of the first. The pitch. Chopped foul. Down the first base line, 2-2. That 1 run, all because of Braden Ward's speed and aggression on the base paths. Started with him beating out a strikeout, a drop third strike, and then stealing 2 bags before Baker singled him home. Fastest man on the team, Braden Ward. Pitch misses outside, 3-2.
Good hold from Teeter there. That pitch very close. Tough to take on 2-2.
Ward clocked in at a 3.9 at Fenway. Fastest on the team. Teeter went 2 for 3 yesterday against Katuitt. Throw back to first. Baker back to the bag. Count holds at 3-2. Mike Antico was second on the team. Braden Ward, or Darren Baker, was third. He's standing on first. He takes off. Tapped foul behind home plate. We'll do it again.
Good job by Teeter to fight off an off-speed pitch there.
Baker has speed, and he could be aggressive. 20 for 20 in stolen base opportunities this season in college. Lardner trying to limit the damage, still nobody retired. Top of the first inning, 1 run home. Baker takes off again, chopped right side of the infield to flip to second for 1, turn to first in time, double play. 2 away, bases clear. McKenzie turns it. Klewenke finishes.
At bat, number 7 from the University of Miami.
Crucial 4-6-3 double play there for Bourne. And that was with Baker having a very good jump, too. That had to be a quick flip from McKenzie, and he got it done. Teeter just not fast enough to beat it out.
That was with Darren Baker running, too. First pitch low and away to Adrian Del Castillo, 1-0. Del Castillo, the designated hitter, left-on-left matchup, the pitch from Lardner. Tapped on top of home plate, a foul ball, 1-1. Nobody on, 2 away, 1 run home. Time called. Matt McClain on deck. Del Castillo reached twice yesterday. Went 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and he hit into a double play in the first inning. The 1-1. Slashed foul along the left side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lardner up to 23 pitches already. He deals and fires one upstairs. Del Castillo backs away, 2-2. Adrian Del Castillo batting .311. He's turned it on as of late. 14 for 45 this season. Breaking ball lifted in the air, deep to right field. Bruiser under it. He'll have plenty of space. Drifts and makes the catch to retire the side. Lardner limits the damage, but the Gatemen break the ice. The speed of Braden Ward paying off. 1-0 Gatemen entering the bottom half of the first inning. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network and 1420 WBSM New Bedford.
The Mezza Luna restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezza Luna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezza Luna, the Italian family restaurant.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com, #Morse of course.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on Gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth Clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at Gatemen.org.
Judd Fabian leads things off for the Bourne Braves. Jimmy Klewenke behind him. Cade Beloso batting third. First pitch sits outside from J.P. Gates. 1 ball, no strikes to Fabian. Jackson Greer in the cleanup spot. Xavier Warren batting fifth. The 1-0. Line drive back up the middle. Ward coming in center field. It drops right in front of him. A leadoff single for Judd Fabian to get things going in the bottom of the first. Gatemen on top 1-0. Still nobody out. Runner on first. Let's finish off the Bourne Brave starting 9. Nick Bruiser in the 6 hole. Jared Poland in the 7 hole. Jake McKenzie playing second base, batting 8th. Giovanni DiGiacono rounding things out. Jimmy Glowenke coming to bat with a runner on first. First pitch to him. Taken inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Wareham scored first in the top half of this inning. Darren Baker singled home Braden Ward. Pitch misses inside from J.P. Gates. 2 balls, no strikes to Glowenke. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you on the Gatemen Baseball Network and 1420 WBSM New Bedford. The pitch from Gates. Nabs the outer third, 2-1. Third appearance for J.P. Gates on the mound. He's also DH'd for the Gatemen this season. Hasn't gone more than 2 innings pitched on the mound, but it's his 3rd start. Throw back to first. Fabian back to the bag. Count holds at 2-1. Also our 3rd broadcast on WBSM. The pitch. Cut on and missed, 2-2. Jimmy Glowenke playing shortstop today for the Braves. From Denton, Texas, rising sophomore at Dallas Baptist. Another throwback to first. Fabian not with much of a lead. First team freshman All-American is Glowenke. Rips this one on the ground, left side, could be 2, flip to second for 1, turn to first. Baker bobbled it on the second base bag, and Glowenke pulls in safely at first. But the Gatemen get the lead runner, chats to Darren Baker.
That went from should have been an easy double play to almost disaster to Baker able to save the play and at least get 1. I mean, that ball was hard hit, 1 hop to Stevens. Should have been easy, too. Good throw from Stevens. Baker almost dropped that ball, though, and if that ball would have been dropped, I believe Fabian would have been safe at second base. Instead, Baker was able to just bobble and regather and get the out.
Okay, Beloso, the new batter. First pitch to him. Taken low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Darren Baker, usually sure-handed at the Keystone. Highly touted for his defensive skills as well as his contact abilities at the plate. And his speed. The 1-0. Breaking ball. Right down Broadway, 1-1. Okay, Beloso from Louisiana. 6 foot, 225 pounds. Left-on-left matchup. Rising sophomore at LSU. Batted .279 this season. 1 away, runner on first. J.P. Gates buys some time on the mound. Beloso played last summer in the Great Lakes. The pitch. Breaking ball, low and away, 2-1. Hit 10 homers this season for LSU. 52 RBIs. The pitch. Taken low and away. 3 balls and 1 strike from Gates.
And Gates just missing low. Wareham dugout has wanted a couple of those calls. Home plate umpire Jim Fonseca not giving it to him.
Jackson Greer on deck. 1 away, runner on first. The pitch from Gates. Fouled off, count runs full. Beloso has pop in his bat with those 10 homers this season at LSU. But the Braves as a team this year so far haven't been hitting the ball out of the ballpark. Only 3 home runs as a team. Fewest in the Cape Cod. Throw back to first. Glowenke back to the bag. Offensive struggles have been a motif for this team. Just 3 homers, 26 RBIs, also fewest in the CCBL. This one's rocketed out to right field. McLean going back onto the track, and it one-hops the wall. Cut off by the center fielder, Braden Ward. Digging for second base, Cade Beloso, and he pulls in safely. Beloso with a 1-out double. Glowenke goes all the way to third, 2 in scoring position.
And And this is where it's not an error on anyone, but that double play ball is key. And instead of 2 outs and just a runner on second, there's 1 down. Runners on second and third, and that gives Bourne a fantastic opportunity to tie this game up, maybe even take the lead with a base hit here in the first.
Jackson Greer, the cleanup batter. New man up. First pitch to him, lifted in the air out to left center field. Braden Ward, the center fielder, going back. Tora Otsuka also going back. Braden Ward slides. That ball, one hops the wall and goes over the wall. A ground rule double brings home 2. Jackson Greer on second. And the Braves take the 2-1 lead in the bottom of the first.
It's definitely not the start you were looking for if you're Gates. We've talked about it all pregame. This is one of, if not the worst offensive team in the league, and Bourne has 2 runs on 3 hits and 4 batters.
Now a runner at second base with 1 away. J.P. Gates had a 1-0 cushion to begin this half inning. It's since evaporated quickly. Still 1 away. First pitch to Warren, chopped down the third base line and under the glove of a diving Chad Stevens, and it rolls all the way into the corner. Jackson Greer rounds third, pulls in safely at home, throw cut off, and Xavier Warren stops at second with an RBI double. 3-1 Bourne.
Wow. Gates couldn't catch a break there.
3 straight doubles off the bat of Braves.
Number 1 from Stanford University.
Teeing off against J.P. Gates, still just 1 away in the bottom of the first.
Chad Stevens had a chance to make that play. He was there. I shouldn't say he was there. He dove, and his glove got there, but that ball trickled just under his glove. Just under.
First pitch right down the heart of the plate to Nick Bruiser, 0-1.
And right away, I like the breaking ball from Gates. Change up the pace.
Gates dealing from the third base side. Trying to get on the same page as Cam Guangarena, his battery mate. Checks second base, deals home the pitch. Cut on, foul tipped into the glove of Guangarena, 0-2. Left to right in the outfield, Tora Otsuka, Braden Ward, Matt McClain making his debut this season in right field. Chad Stevens over at third, Benjamin Sems back at short. Darren Baker at second, Jacob Teeter at first. Cam Guangarena behind the plate. Gates comes set at the letters, the pitch. Flared into foul ground along the first base line. Jacob Teeter, the first baseman, makes the catch just in fair territory behind the first base bag. An easy second out, keeping Warren at second base, 2 away.
Number 23 from the University of Louisville.
You said it. Teeter was literally straddling the line there. He had 1 foot in foul territory, 1 foot in fair territory, easy catch. And now Gates desperately needing to get out of this inning. We'll face Jared Poland.
Takes a long look at second base. First pitch to Poland is a breaking ball that catches the bottom of the strike zone, 0-1. Jared Poland, the Indiana native, just finished his freshman year at University of Louisville. Time called on the mound, and Gates wants a new ball. Poland, a 34th round pick by the Red Sox in the 2018 MLB draft. Two-way player, batted just .211 this season for the Cardinals. Had a homer and 18 RBIs. The pitch, breaking ball, skips in the dirt, bounces in front of Guangarena, but he stays with it, 1-1. Two-away runner on second, 3 runs home in the inning for Bourne. They lead at 3-1. A two-way player at the dish right now. Two-way player on the mound, J.P. Gates. The pitch, taken outside, 2-1. Before making his first start of the summer, he hadn't pitched until the beginning of May, since the beginning of May. Went a little over a month before taking the mound again.
And I don't really know what's going on right now, but he threw that first ball back to Guangarena, wanted a new ball when he stepped off, and then he just went and handed that ball to the third base umpire, Sam Finn, and Finn checked it out for him.
The 2-1. Lifted foul along the right side. Out of play, 2-2.
I don't know if he's just struggling to get a grip or he thinks the ball feels a little slick. But I've never seen that before.
Takes another look at second base. The pitch taken downstairs. Count runs full, 3-2. Runner on second, 2 away. Bourne by 2. Gates from the letters. Kicks, fires, the pitch. Chopped, left side of the infield, picked up by Chad Stevens, the third baseman, goes to first in time to retire Poland and end the first inning. But Bourne strikes, and they strike 3 times. 3-1 over Wareham. Gatemen will have a chance to answer when we return. Stick around on the Gatemen Baseball Network in 1420 WBSM New Bedford.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade. Power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
TLA, Matt McLean.
Wareham and Bourne. First time this season these two teams are squaring off. We're in Bourne. Part of a 4-for-5 stretch on the road for the Gatemen. Right now, Wareham trailing 3-1. First pitch to Matt McLean is fouled off behind home plate. 0-1. Mac Lardner exited the top of the first after giving up a run. But then his team scored 3 in the bottom half of the inning, so now he's working with a 2-run cushion. The 0-1. Lifted foul along the right side and out of play. 0-2. A nice catch in the stands. Nice souvenir for some fans this Monday afternoon. 0-2, nobody on. The pitch to McLean. Upstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Matt McLean out in right field. He's played center field, not for the Gatemen, but for UCLA. The pitch. Tapped foul, left side. We'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. For the Gatemen, he's played 3 different infield positions. Second base, shortstop, and third base. Now, trying out right field. First time he's ever played right field. Lifted in the air, right center field, not very deep. Bruiser under it. Makes the catch as he's drifting in 1 away.
Jammed McLean there. Kind of fisted that one out toward right.
At bat, number 12 from the University of Kansas, Benjamin Sims.
Benjamin Sims will be the new batter, the number 6 batter. Nobody on, 1 away, top of the second, 3-1 Bourne. Lardner deals. Breaking ball sits low and away, 1-0. Benjamin Sims, a shortstop. Batted in the 6 hole in the victory yesterday against Katuitt. Taps it on top of home plate foul, 1-1. Was responsible for the only run scoring of yesterday's game. Had an RBI sacrifice fly. That proved to be the difference.
I think That might have nicked Sems's foot, too. He just took a lap around home plate. Had a chat with Fonseca behind home plate.
The 1-1. Ripped. Bouncing ball right to McKenzie, the second baseman. Plays it on one hop and fires to first in time to retire Sems, 2 away.
At bat,
Mac
8
Lardner has
from
retired his
14,
last 4
Cameron Guangarena.
after giving up an RBI single to Darren Baker. Cam Guangarena, the new batter, back in the lineup after taking a few days off. Batting 7th. Playing catcher for the Gatemen. Nobody on base, 2 away. Gatemen trailing by 2. First pitch misses low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Mac Lardner last pitched against YD. Went 5 innings in that game. Gave up 3 hits, 2 runs. Only 1 of them earned. Pitch low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. And struck out 2. The pitch. Catches the outer half, 2-1. Had an ERA of 5.06 this season at Gonzaga in 74 innings. Fastball over the outside corner, 2-2. 69 strikeouts in those 74 innings. Only walked 15. Nice ratio, the 2-2. Misses low and away, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lardner working quickly, nobody on. Pulled on the ground, right side of the infield, over the glove of Beloso and into right field. It rolls all the way into the corner. Bruiser comes up firing, strong throw to second base, and he got Cam Guangarena diving head first into the second base bag. Cam Guangarena a little overzealous on the base paths, and it turns into a 1-2-3 inning for Mac Lardner. No runs on a hit, nobody left. After 1.5, Gatemen trail by 2. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network and 1420 WBSM, New Bedford.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
At bat, number 2.
8-9-1 due up for the Bourne Braves in the bottom of the second inning. Jake McKenzie, Giovanni DiGiacono, and Judd Fabian, the 3 due up. Bourne leading by 2, 3-1. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Lifted in the air out to left field. Otsuka lines it up, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out in the bottom of the second.
And JP Gates could use a quick inning after giving up 3 runs on 4 hits in the first. First time he's given up any runs this season. Scoreless in his first 3 innings this summer.
13 from LSU, Giovanni DiGiacono.
And that's a nice quick out after a 24 pitch first inning.
First pitch to DiGiacono. Catches the outside corner, 0-1. Possibly the longest name in the Cape League. The 0-1. Squares to bunt. And goes around.
I I'd say that's a nice Italian name. That could be up there for our all-name team.
Giovanni Di Giacomo. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. J.P. Gates knew it. 2 away. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. That strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 away. Back to the top of the order. Judd Fabian, 1 for 1. 3 runs across for the Braves so far. 3-1 over Wareham. 2 away, nobody on. Lifted in the air, fairly deep out to left center field. Otsuka going back. He takes a look. That ball sits at the base of the wall. Otsuka picks it up. And in standing on second base with a 2-out double is Judd Fabian. Boy, he rocked that to left center.
And I'm going to say Wareham caught a break there. I thought that ball was long gone.
At bat, number
It
4,
died
Dallas Baptist University,
late
Jimmy
and hit the
Blumenthal.
bottom of the wall. That ball was crushed off the bat. And Fabian, who's off to a decent start this summer, 267 hitter, just 4 for 15, is 2 for 2 with a single and a double.
A runner in scoring position for the Braves. 2 away, bottom of the second. First pitch to Glowenke is popped up. Shallow left field. Otsuka will have an easy play on this one. Lines it up, makes the catch with his back turned toward the wall. J.P. Gates works it around a 2-out double off the bat of Judd Fabian. No runs on a hit. 1 man left. After 2, Bourne still up by 2. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network and 1420 WBSM New Bedford.
The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
Back here on the Gatemen Baseball Network and 1420 WBSM New Bedford. Gatemen trailing by 2. Let's send it over to Addison Van Patten standing by.
Welcome back. Now, if you'll look at the field, well, you're not looking at the field, we're on radio, but if you were to be looking at the field, you'd see Matt McLean out in left. Now, he is out in left today for the Gatemen. He normally plays shortstop, but he did play left in high school. He said that he likes the position so far today. He's not quite sure why he's playing it, but it's definitely different. Throwing it back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Addison. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Thanks for spending your Monday evening with us. First pitch now to Chad Stevens is fouled off into the netting. 0-1. Do have to make a quick correction. Matt McLean in right field, but it is his first time playing right field. 0-1, nobody on. Gatemen trailing 3-1. Half swing, tapper. Right side of the infield, picked up by the second baseman, McKenzie charging in. Tossed to first in time. A good stretch by Beloso to get Chad Stevens by a stride. 1 away.
Oh, that was close. I thought Stevens was safe. My untrained eyes.
Number 3 from the University of San Diego,
But that's Vicente Alexander Medina, the first base umpire, making that call. He hesitated. He hesitated big time. He wasn't even sure. And Stevens thought he might have beat it out as well. Looked back right away. Tough break.
Lardner catches a break on a swinging bunt by Chad Stevens that he almost beat out. Stevens also having a lot of speed up and down the order for the Wareham Gatemen.
And it plays in to the way Jerry Weinstein likes to play. Small ball. We'll see quite a few bunts laid down, or at least attempted bunts laid down per game.
Well, when you're a team that doesn't have a whole lot of power like the Gatemen, first pitch to Otsuka, rolled foul, right side, 0-1. Sometimes speed is beneficial. Helps you play small ball, The problem for Bourne, or one of the problems on the offensive end this season, is they're fewest in the CCBL in home runs at 3 and fewest in stolen bases. Pitch downstairs, 1-1. The next closest in stolen bases is Orleans. They have 11. Bourne only has 4 all season. Nobody on, 1 away. The 1-1 to Otsuka, waved at and missed, 1-2.
Otsuka took a hack at that one. That was a fastball right down the heart of the plate. Just missed it.
Lardner working from the windup. Nobody on. 1 man out. Left on left matchup. The 1-2 tapped on the ground right side of the infield. McKenzie charging, shuffling over to his left and firing to first in time to retire Otsuka. Second out. 2 good plays by McKenzie. 2 away.
At bat, number 50 from the University of Washington.
Back to the top of the order with Braden Ward, who's 0 for 1. He struck out in his first at bat, but came around to score. Drop third strike. Braden Ward beating it out and stealing 2 bags before Darren Baker singled him home. Nobody on, 2 away. First pitch from Lardner. Swung on and fouled off into the stands, 0-1. Bourne's pitching staff this season has been keeping them afloat in the Western Division. They've allowed the fewest hits in the CCBL. Pitch downstairs to Braden Ward, 1-1. They've allowed the fewest earned runs in the CCBL. An ERA of 2.95 is the best in the Western Division. 1-1 the count, nobody on, 2 away. On the outside corner, 2-1. A bit ironically, though, not a pitching staff that'll strike you out. Only 81 Ks for the staff this season, which is the fewest in the Cape Cod League. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Back-to-back 1-2-3 innings for Mac Lardner, and that retires the side. Braden Ward strikes out for the second time today. He's 0 for 2. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. After 2.5, Gatemen still trailing by 2. 3-1 the score with the Braves coming to bat when we return. Stick around on the Gatemen Baseball Network and 1420 WBSM New Bedford.
One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Back here at Doran Park, Gatemen trailing by 2. First pitch from Gates to Beloso. Misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Beloso had a double in the first inning. The first of a trifecta. 3 straight doubles in the first inning. Pitch over the inside corner, 1-1. 1 of 4 hits. Well, now 5 hits for the Braves. 4 hits in inning number 1, leading to 3 runs across. That's the difference right now. Pitch inside, 2-1. So Beloso's 1 for 1. JP Gates back on the mound for his third straight inning. He hasn't gone more than 2, but this is his third start of the season. The 2-1. Rip toward the center of the diamond, takes a weird hop, backhanded by Baker, the second baseman, goes to first, low throw, picked out of the dirt by Jacob Teeter. 1 away in the bottom of the third.
Jacob Teeter is one of the best defensive first basemen that I've seen in this league, if not the best defensive first baseman that I've seen in this league. I mean, he can pick nearly anything over at first. And a good play by Baker to backhand that ball up the middle as well. But you mentioned the weird hop. Took a little bit of time, throw a little low, and Teeter with a fantastic job.
First pitch to Jackson Greer. Swung right through, 0-1. More than a good job by Baker. I mean, showing off his range and then showing off the arm. Wasn't the best of throws. Jacob Teeter making a stretch and picking it out of the dirt. Popped up foul behind home plate. 0-2. Bourne batting .219 as a team this season. Third worst in the CCBL. Bounced in front of Juan Garena off his chest guard, and it skips to the right of home plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody on base, 1 away, bottom of the third. Bourne on top 3-1. Thanks for spending your Monday evening with us, whether you're listening to the Gatemen Baseball Network or 1420 WBSM New Bedford on AM radio, the third broadcast we've had on WBSM this year. The 1-2. Skipped in the dirt, taken at the feet of Greer. 2-2. Jackson Greer, the native of Knoxville, Tennessee. Rising senior at East Tennessee State University. Batted .314 with 10 homers this year. The 2 taken downstairs, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Greer, a big guy, 6'1", 225. Right-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. The payoff from Gates. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 2 away in the bottom of the third. That strikeout brought to you by Lang Exafaris and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 away.
27 from Central Michigan.
That's a filthy breaking ball from Gates down low there. Drops off the table, and Greer had no chance. Went fishing as the ball bounced on the plate.
That was pitch number 40 for J.P. Gates. First pitch taken over the outside corner, 0-1 to Xavier Warren. Warren 1 for 1 with the double. Was left stranded on second base in the first inning. Lifted in the air, fairly deep out to right field. McLean going over toward his right and making the catch above his cap to retire the side. First 1-2-3 inning for J.P. Gates. It comes in the bottom of the third. Bourne still on top 3-1. Gabe Genovesi with your call. When we return for the fourth, we'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network and 1420 WBSM New Bedford.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Darren Baker, Jacob Teeter, Adrian Del Castillo. 2-3-4 hitters due up for the Gatemen here in the fourth. Bourne 3, Wareham 1. Struck first in this game. In the top of the first, Bourne answered with 3 runs on 4 hits in the bottom of the first. And we've played the last 2 innings scoreless. First pitch to the lefty, Darren Baker. High at the chin, 1-0. Baker came through with that RBI single in the first inning. His 4th RBI of the year. The 1-0. That one catches the upper part of the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 now. Just low, below the knees. 2 balls and a strike to Baker. Mac Lardner back out for his 4th inning of work for Bourne. Opponents have hit just 188 against Lardner as Baker smacks one into center and it lands. One hops right in front of Giacomo. And it's a multi-hit day for Darren Baker. His first in a week.
From Florida Southern,
He's on with nobody down here in the 4th. That'll bring up Jacob Teeter for the Gatemen, who grounded into the 4-6-3 double play his first time up in the first inning. Baker, by the way, in his last 6 games was just 3 for 22. He's needed a good outing, and he's already 2 for 2 today. First pitch to Teeter, high at the eyes. 1-0. Teeter has been one of the best hitters in the Cape Cod Baseball League through the first quarter of this season. A little over a quarter of this season now. Throw back to first, Baker back safely. Jacob Teeter, a .373 hitter for the Gatemen this season. 19 for 51. A couple of doubles and a home run in there. The 1-0 from the lefty Lardner. Ground ball towards second. McKenzie scoops, flips to second for 1, over to first, double play. 4-6-3 once again. Jacob Teeter has grounded into it twice. 2 away here in the 4th.
At bat, number 7 from the University of Miami.
And that'll bring up the Miami Hurricane, Adrian Del Castillo. 3-1 Bourne, 2 down. Nobody on now for the Gatemen here in the 4th. Del Castillo flew out to right field his first time up. First pitch lofted into left center, chasing is Giacomo, and he slides and makes the catch. No, a late no call now, and Del Castillo's into second base safely. That's the third base umpire, Sam Finn, saying that ball was not caught. I think he trapped it on the ground. And it's a double for Adrian Del, his 3rd double of the season. He's on second with 2 down.
I thought he caught it. Boy, that's tough to see from our position, but that was almost an incredible play from DiGiacomo.
First pitch to the righty, and now actually Lardner is going to step off. Del Castillo in scoring position for Matt McLean. First pitch. Popped him up. Shallow right. Bruiser ranges over, makes the catch. Just about 5-6 steps to his right. Easy catch for Bruiser, and that ends the inning. No runs on 2 hits for the Gatemen. They leave Del Castillo stranded on second. We head to the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to Gatemen Baseball on 1420 WBSM New Bedford and the Gatemen Baseball.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
We head to the bottom of the fourth here in Bourne. 3-1, the Bourne Braves lead over the Wareham Gatemen. Thanks for spending your night on 1420 WBSM New Bedford or the Gatemen Baseball Network. Gatemen struck first in this game, and then Bourne 3 runs in the bottom of the first. We haven't seen any runs since. 5 straight zeros on the scoreboard. Nick Bruiser, Jared Polin, Jake McKenzie. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up here in the fourth for Bourne. JP Gates' night is done. Starting pitcher for the Gatemen, 3 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits, 3 runs all earned. Struck out 2, didn't walk anybody tonight. Coy Cobb, the Texas Longhorn, replaces Gates. Pitching change brought to you by Bay Point Club. And Cobb looking for a bounce back performance after struggling in Chatham a few nights ago. Cobb came in the ninth with the Gatemen up 7-2, ended up giving up a run, loading the bases, and didn't get an out. Another run came across in the ninth for Chatham, also charged to Cobb. In his 3 appearances this season, in 3.2 innings pitched, he's given up 6 hits, 4 runs all earned, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, 9.81 ERA. First pitch fouled off back into the netting behind home plate, 0-1.
Yeah, had a good season with the Texas Longhorns.
Very good year.
3.45 ERA in 44 innings. Also just turned 20 years old yesterday.
The 0-1. Fastball up, 1-1. And I know it's just 2 pitches, but we saw the foul tip and then that ball up. That's been Coy's problem through his 3 appearances, leaving a lot of balls up in the zone. The 1-1 fastball, fouled off. Almost the same spot, right behind home plate into the netting, 1-2.
Yeah, it's definitely been the big issue for Coy so far. But if he keeps his pitches down, I mean, he has good enough stuff that he could strike you out.
1-2, flared foul and over the netting behind the bleachers right behind us down the first base line. We'll do 1-2 all over again.
But command a big issue this past season at Texas. Finished with just 2 more strikeouts than walks, 23-21.
The 1-2 offering. Breaking ball, skied into shallow left. Otsuka, a few steps to his left, makes the catch. 1 away here in the fourth. Otsuka's been busy out there in left field. Already 3 grabs made
Number 23
by Toro
from the
Otsuka.
University of Louisville, Jared Polin.
Jared Polin now steps in from the right side. First pitch from the righty, Cobb. Breaking ball down low, 1-0. Polin making his first appearance this summer with Bourne. Just arrived. 0-1. Line fouled on the first base line. 1 ball and 1 strike. Great night here in Bourne. Windy. Ball carrying out. The 1-1. Fouled off, back behind home plate, and trickles all the way on the concrete slab. That's all the way around the backstop. 1-2.
It's very 3-dimensional here.
The pitch, fastball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind blowing out. American flag in center field. Now blowing toward left center at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Curveball low, count full 3-2. 72 degrees at first pitch. It might get a little chilly tonight here in Bourne. Drop into the low 60s. 3-2 breaking ball misses just high. Cobb can't believe it. He thought it was strike 3. Home plate umpire Jim Fonseca not giving him the call. 1-out walk here in the fourth.
And Cam Guangarena tried to frame that, held that for a couple seconds longer than he held all the other pitches, just to try to get the call, but Fonseca not biting.
Jake McKenzie steps into center stage. First pitch to the righty. Breaking ball at the knees for strike one. McKenzie 0 for 1 today, flew out to Otsuka and left to begin the second inning. Now just 6 for 28 this season. The 0-1. Breaking ball low, good block from Guangarena, throw down to second, runner going, and Baker dropped the ball. Just lost it as he went to tag out Poland, and Guangarena, he had him. Great throw from the Cal State Fullerton catcher. Instead, Poland takes second base.
It would have been close, but that was a dart from Cam Guangarena.
And the pitch was low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cobb, a long look in. The pitch misses low and away. 2 balls and a strike to Poland, DHing tonight for Bourne. Poland, freshman from Louisville, hit .211 with the Louisville Cardinals as the fastball paints the outside corner. 2-2. 1 run on 4 hits tonight for Wareham, 3 runs on 5 hits for Bourne. Cobb taking his time, the 2-2. Breaking ball, hard ground ball. Great stop by Stevens at third base. Throws in time. Pretty play from Chad Stevens. 2 away here in the fourth.
Stevens spinning
At bat, number 13.
before firing that. It was a high throw, but Jacob Teeter, a big man, didn't come off the first base bag.
Poland moves to third on the throw. He's 90 feet away. The fourth. Bourne 3, Wareham 1. First pitch to Giovanni DiGiacono. Misses outside, 1-0. Cobb sets the 1-0. Fouled off. Off of Guangarena, trickles to the backstop, 1-1. Wareham Gatemen Baseball tonight on 1420 WBSM New Bedford. And the Gatemen Baseball Network on YouTube. First place, Wareham Gatemen in the West, taking on the 4th place Bourne Braves. Bourne at 5-9. Wareham 9-6-1 in the first 16 games this season. That one's flared foul, and will it get out of play? Yes, it will, down the third baseline. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Giovanni DiGiacono. Wareham will be at YD tomorrow, and then off on the 4th. One, 2 misses high, 2-2. I should say at YD tomorrow, home against Bourne. Wednesday the 3rd, off on the 4th, and then home again Friday the 5th against Orleans. So if you're looking to catch some Gatemen baseball, 2-2. Just got a piece of it, did DiGiacono. Stays alive, count stays 2-2. If you're looking to catch some Gatemen baseball, come out to Spillane Field Wednesday or Friday. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 and a breaking ball. Ball in the dirt, throw over to first in time. First strikeout for Coy Cobb, brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. No runs on no hits, 1 left aboard. for the Braves in the 4th inning. We head to the 5th. The Gatemen trail 3-1. We'll be right back on 1420 WBSM New Bedford and the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil, another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
We head to the 5th here in Bourne. 3-1, the Bourne Brave lead over the Wareham Gatemen. Benjamin Sims leads off the 5th for Wareham. First pitch slapped in right to the second baseman, McKenzie. Jake McKenzie had to take about 3 steps to his right to make that catch. Sims gets robbed of a base hit to begin the 5th, 1 away.
McKenzie's made awesome plays today. Didn't have to move much, but that ball was shellacked right to him.
Shellacked, I like the verb usage there.
First word that came to my brain.
Kim Guangarena steps up, Chad Stevens on deck for Wareham. First pitch to the lefty, breaking ball misses low, 1-0. The 1-0 to Guangarena. Fastball paints the outside corner, 1-1. Mac Lardner still working here in the 5th for Bourne. Only given up 4 hits through 4 innings. Guangarena watches a fastball outside, 2 balls and a strike. Lardner's worked fairly efficiently tonight. That was just pitch number 61 as that fastball paints the outside edge, 2-2. Guangarena singled his first time up, just his 8th hit of the summer. 2-2, checked his swing and a ball in the dirt. Did he go around? He did not. Count full. Lardner working fairly quickly. The full count pitch. Hard line drive, left center field, chasing is Fabian, and he lets it land. Lands right in front of him. Cam Guangarena with a multi-hit day. Man, has he needed that. He's on with a 1-out single here in the 4th.
Chad Stevens.
He's had an ice-cold bat. And he's also been sitting on the bench for the last almost week. Hasn't seen action since the Brewster game, that 11-0 victory. Didn't even tally a hit in that game.
In steps Chad Stevens. Lefty on righty now. Only 2 righties in the lineup for Wareham tonight as Stevens bunts that ball foul back toward the Bourne dugout. 1-0, excuse me, 0-1.
I'm sorry, Guangarena did play in that first game against Katuitt, but went 0 for 4 in that game too.
Guangarena was 0 for his last 13, 1 for his last 18 before the 2-hit day tonight, just his second multi-hit game of the year. Stevens gazes at a strike on the inside corner, 0-2.
This is his first time catching since the Brewster game.
Lardner quickly ahead in the count, 0-2 to Stevens, who grounded out to McKenzie at second base, his first time up in the 3rd. The 0-2 delivery. Breaking ball down low in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stevens, the Portland pilot, hit .284 for Portland this past season. 2nd team all West Coast Conference. The 1-2. Low once again at the feet of Stevens. 2-2. Wareham trying to scrape a run across here in the 5th after getting a run in the 1st, and then Bourne struck 3 times in the bottom half of that 1st inning. 2-2 runner going, pitch slapped foul down the first base line. We'll do it all over again. Guangarena taking off. Hasn't attempted a stolen base yet this summer. And now Stevens battling with Lardner. The 2-2. Slice down the right field line, and catch is made by Bruiser out and right. 2 away here in the 5th, and in steps the 9-hole Toru Otsuka. Otsuka's been another guy for Wareham where he doesn't play every night. We see Otsuka maybe every other night, every 3rd night. But he's made the most of his opportunities, hitting .292, 7 for 24, and that's after starting the season 0 for 4, Toru Otsuka. So he's 7 for 20 ever since the first couple of games of the season. 50 average. Throw over to first, Guangarena back safely.
He's been a reliable contact hitter at the bottom of this order.
Grounded out to McKenzie at second base, his first time up in the 3rd. Pitch, sliced foul. 0-1. Braden Ward, the leadoff hitter, on deck. He has struck out twice tonight, but he's the sole reason for the Gatemen run. On the first strikeout, it was a drop 3rd strike, and Ward beat it out. Ended up stealing 2nd, stealing 3rd, scoring on the RBI single from Baker as that one's grounded past the diving glove of Beloso at first and into right field. Guangarena puts the brakes on at 2nd. It was the right decision as Bruiser got that ball quick and gunned it in to McKenzie. But it's a 2-out single for Toru Otsuka, and it's runners on 1st and 2nd with 2 down for the Gatemen here in the 5th.
Just a great contact hitter. Toru Otsuka stays down on pitches. And a great pull hitter, able to find the holes.
Ward, a .311 hitter coming into tonight, has been so reliable at the top of the order for the Gatemen. Lefty on lefty matchup, the pitch from Lardner. Chopped towards 2nd. McKenzie charges gloves, flips to 2nd for the force out. And that'll do it. No runs on 2 hits in the 5th for the Gatemen. Still down 3-1 to Bourne. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network in 1420 WBSM New Bedford.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen.
Top of the order due up here in the bottom of the 5th for the Bourne Braves. But before we begin this inning, let's send it to Addison Van Patten on the field.
Addison van Patten here. Now I wanted to talk to you about our catcher DH, Cameron Guangarena. Now he has tried growing a mustache. He has tried eating buffalo chicken sandwiches through every game, but he has been in a drought for the past 5 games, and he's gotten 2 hits on today's game. He said he felt really great in batting practice, had a good hit, got out here today, and so far he's done really well. Now, he plans on playing again tomorrow and says he's happy to be back in the lineup, and throwing it back to you guys.
Thanks, Addison. Cam Guangarena already 2 hits tonight for Wareham. First multi-hit day, and well, since game 2 of this season, second multi-hit game of the year for Cam Guangarena. Watching batting practice, Guangarena was hitting the ball well. Flew a couple out of here. Ball was flying in batting practice today. And already with the 2 hits, and now catching for Wareham. Coy Cobb went 1 inning. And now we get another pitching change brought to you by Bay Point Club for the Gatemen. So Cobb goes 1 inning, walks 1, strikes out 1, scoreless, gives up no hits. And Brendan Salucci is the new pitcher for the Gatemen.
Brendan Salucci from Pennsylvania, rising junior at Tulane, 12th round pick by the Red Sox. Not the first time we've seen him this season. He's started a game for Wareham, and he's been fairly solid.
Salucci this season for Wareham, 2 appearances, 4 innings pitched, 4 hits given up, 2 runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. You mentioned the 12th round pick by the Red Sox. It's such a unique situation between Salucci and the Red Sox. They wanted him to come to the Cape. They wanted him to come here so they could send some scouts to see him here on Cape Cod. Wanted to try to work out some things contract-wise. And if nothing gets worked out, well, he'll go back and pitch it to Tulane. First pitch to the leadoff hitter, Judd Fabian. Misses low and inside, 1-0. Talented lefty. Will work with a few pitches. Deadline to sign is July 12th for Salucci. Fastball way in, off the top of the glove of Guangarena. 2-0.
Pinballed off the backstop.
Backstop is brick behind Guangarena and the home plate umpire, Jim Fonseca. The 2-0. Chop toward third. Stevens will play it in foul territory. 2-1. Fabian 2 for 2 tonight. Single in the first, double in the second. Now 6 for 17 to begin his season. The 2-1. Popped him up. Foul territory will get out of play. Teeter gives chase. It'll stay in play, but that ball lands. Teeter couldn't find it, and neither could Darren Baker. Count even now, 2-2.
And Matt McLean perhaps had the best angle on it. Kind of landed in no man's land. Baker ran a long way.
Now Brendan Salucci going to take his time getting back on the bump to give Baker and McLean time to get back in position. Salucci sets. A long look in. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That pitch was low, below the knees. Fabian went golfing for it. 1 away here in the 5th. First strikeout for Salucci, and that strikeout brought to you by Lang Exafarce and Bullard. Head to alexblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. Jimmy Glowenke steps in from the right side. He's 0 for 2 today, reached on a fielder's choice in the first, came around to score. First pitch, breaking ball, low and in, 1-0.
It's very windy.
Wind blowing out toward dead center. 1-0, high at the chin. 2-0. Glowenke, the shortstop tonight for Bourne. He's been reliable at that shortstop position, just one error all season. And a 300 hitter, 12 for 40 coming in tonight. The 2-0. Fastball misses just inside. So Salucci got the first out of the inning, but now 8 pitches, 3 strikes, 5 balls. The 3-0 misses low. Ball 4 gets past Guangarina, but he doesn't have to worry about anything. Glowenke takes first base. 1 out walk, and that brings up Beloso.
At bat, number 34 from LSU, Gabe Beloso.
Well, after looking rock solid against Fabian, couldn't hit anything against Glowenke. Kind of strange.
Beloso a double in the first, grounded out to Baker at second base in the third. First pitch from Salucci. Misses low, good block from Guangarino, 1-0. Lefty on lefty matchup. Beloso, the first baseman from LSU. Salucci throws over to first, and he got it. What a move. Glowenke picked off of first base. 2 down here in the 5th.
That was a great pickoff move from Brendan Salucci. A little bit of a hesitation before firing over. And a strong throw made to first. Holy moly.
Now the 1-0. Breaking ball, filthy pitch. 1-1. That ended up right over the heart of the plate. Starts in on a lefty. The 1-1. Another breaking ball misses high. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Slapped foul. Down the third base line, back near the Bourne dugout. Count even 2-2. Salucci trying to get out of the 5th inning. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball froze him. On the inside corner, strike 3. Oh, that's a dirty pitch. We head to the 6th. 3-1, the Bourne lead over Wareham. We'll be right back on 1420 WBSM New Bedford and the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
At bat, number 11 from Cal.
We are at the top of the
Darren
6th
Baker.
here in Bourne. Darren Baker, Jacob Teeter, Adrian Del Castillo, the 2-3-4 hitters due up for the Gatemen here in the 6th. First pitch to Baker, hard ground ball towards second. McKenzie lost it, now picks it up, fires to first, not in time. It's going to be an error on Jake McKenzie, his first of the season. And Baker reaches for the 3rd time tonight. He's on to lead off the 6th.
Jacob Teeter.
That'll bring up Jacob Teeter for the Gatemen. 3-1, the Bourne lead over the Wareham Gatemen. The Gatemen struck first in the top of the first inning, and then Bourne, 3 runs on 4 hits in the bottom of the first. We've been scoreless since. That was just the 7th base runner of the night for Wareham is Darren Baker. First pitch to Teeter, misses inside, 1-0. Jacob Teeter has grounded into 2 4-6-3 double plays tonight. He came into tonight one of the best hitters in the Cape Cod Baseball League. 2nd in the league in average, a .373 hitter. Baker going pitch low, and Teeter golfs it foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. I have a feeling that was a hit and run there because that pitch was way low and Teeter just took a hack. Teeter 19 for 51 coming into tonight. Plays his college ball at Florida Southern. Throw over to first, Baker back safely. .316 hitter for Florida Southern this past season. Says he loves it with the Mocs. They were the only school out of high school that said he could hit, that gave him the opportunity to be in the lineup as he pops that one up foul. Hits the school building to our left, 1-2. Said he had several offers out of high school. Lots of teams wanted him to be a pitcher. And he wanted to stay in the lineup, and, well, it's worked out. The 1-2, misses low in the dirt, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Teeter hit .348, was the Sunshine State Conference Freshman of the Year in his freshman campaign. And like I said, at .316 this past season. Lefty on lefty matchup. The 2-2 from Lardner. Froze him. Breaking ball in the inside corner. Teeter strikes out. He's now 0 for 3. That's Lardner's 3rd strikeout of the evening. 1 away here in the 6th.
That was pitch number 79 from Lardner. As deep as we've seen a pitcher go against the Gatemen this season.
First pitch to the cleanup hitter, Adrian Del Castillo, misses low, 1-0. Del Castillo 1 for 2 today, flew out to Bruiser in right field his first time up. Doubled in the 4th, his 3rd double of the season. His 15th hit of the season. 1-0 fastball, misses outside, 2-0. And Del Castillo with the double now has a hit in 9 of the Gatemen's last 10 games. He's been really heating up. Throw over to first, Baker back safely. Went through a stretch from June 23rd to June 28th where he had 4 straight multi-hit games. Went 8 for 16 during that stretch. The 2-0, runner going. Del Castillo pops one up into left center. Fabian, the left fielder, ranges over, calls off everyone, and makes the catch. 2 down here in the 6th, and Baker retreats back to first. And no, excuse me. That was out number 3.
Continuing with our corporate
and
sponsors,
that'll end the bottom of the 6th. 3-1, Bourne over Wareham. We'll be right back in 1420 WBSM New Bedford and the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
To the bottom of the sixth we go. 3-1. The Bourne Braves lead over the Wareham Gatemen. Gorgeous night here in Bourne, Massachusetts. Jackson Greer leads it off for the Braves. First pitch from Salucci. Catches the inside corner. 0-1. Jackson Greer, Xavier Warren, Nick Bruiser. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for the Braves here in the sixth. Just a further explanation on how the last half inning ended, how the top of the sixth ended. 0-1 misses low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Darren Baker on the pop out off the bat of Del Castillo was running on the pitch, and he ended up just rounding second base, so he touched the second base bag. 1-1, dribbled, fouled on the third base line, 1-2. And once the ball was caught, Baker obviously had to get back to first, and you have to go back and touch second on your way back. He missed the second base bag, kind of cut in front of it, and Bourne through to second for the double play. Weird way to end the inning. 1-2, dribble toward third. Stevens backhands, throws to first in time. 1 away here in the sixth.
Well, definitely the first time we've seen that.
Yeah.
At bat, number 27.
I just, obviously watching the pop fly, I didn't see that Baker had gone past second base. Luckily, our producer, Javik Blake, did. Always paying attention.
See, we're your eyes and ears. He's our eyes and ears.
That's how it works. First pitch low in the dirt, 1-0 to Xavier Warren. Have to give a shout out to the entire Gatemen media crew. Visit the Gatemen Twitter page, the Gatemen Facebook page, Instagram for all of our content. 1-0. Down low and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Javik Blake does a fantastic job at producing our broadcasts. Kristen Ostrowski, our photographer, does all the Instagram stories. She's fantastic. The 2-0 pitch from Salucci. Misses inside, and did that get a piece? No, it did not. Warren got out of the way, 3-0. Ryan LeMay, our beat writer, all his stories on Gatemen.org. And don't forget about the Gatemen Youth Clinic as well to get the full schedule and sign up. Visit Gatemen.org there. As that pitch misses low in the dirt, it's a 4-pitch walk to Warren. 1-out walk here in the sixth, and that'll ramp Nick Bruiser.
At bat,
lot to
number 1
plug.
from Stanford University, Nick Bruiser.
A lot of content to plug.
Our next WBSM broadcast, July 10th. That's against Chatham.
Salucci sets on the third base side of the rubber. First pitch to Bruiser. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Pitch misses low, 1-0. Bruiser 0 for 2 tonight. Popped out to Teeter at first base in the first inning. Salucci sets, throws over to first, diving back safely is Warren. And then flew out to Otsuka in left field in the fourth. Bruiser A newcomer on this Bourne team, just 10 at-bats coming in two tonight. Playing right field. The 1-0. Curveball way up. That's now 6 straight balls from Brendan Salucci. 2-0. And now 9 strikes. 14 balls on the night for Salucci, and pitching coach Jim Lawler will go have a word. Lawler in his 6th season with Wareham. He's been all over the country, all over more like the southern part of the United States. Head coach at UTEP, University of Texas at El Paso for 4 seasons. Assistant coach and then associated head coach at Texas A&M for 20 years. Head coach at University of Arkansas at Little Rock from 2006 to 2008. 61 wins there in 3 seasons.
He was an instrumental part of the championship run last year.
That Gatemen pitching staff, fantastic for the 2018 Cape Cod Baseball League champions. Throw over to first, Warren dives back safely. Wareham going 6-0 in the postseason after a fantastic regular season as well. The 2-0 to Bruiser, right down Main Street at the knees. 2-1.
Good frame from Guangarena.
And now Jim Fonseca, the home plate umpire, called time, and then Nick Bruiser called time afterward. Throw it first, back safely is Warren. It was almost like Bruiser was re-emphasizing, yeah, I need time, thank you.
I think he just wanted a high five.
That would have been funny. 2-1, popped up pretty deep center. Ward ranges back on the track and makes the catch. That wind might have helped out Bruiser a little bit there. Not blowing as hard as it was earlier. 2 away here in the 6th. That'll bring up Jared Poland. Braves still leading 3-1 over the Gatemen here in the bottom of the 6th.
Louisville, Jared Poland.
Poland in his first game with the Braves this summer, 0 for 1 with a walk. Grounded out to Stevens at the hot corner in the first inning. Walked his last time up in the 4th. Salucci in his 2nd inning of work out of the pen. This one a little rougher than the 5th. Breaking ball misses high, 1-0. In the 5th, he struck out Fabian to start the inning. Then he walked Glowenke, but picked him off, and then got a strikeout to end the inning. Here in the 6th, a little bit out of control as that one's grounded hard back up the middle. Diving as Baker goes off his glove into center field, and moving from first to third is Warren. Ward comes in and lollipops it back into Sems. But that's going to be a single up the middle for Poland. Warren goes from first to third, 2 down here in the 6th. And McKenzie has a chance to add to the lead with a base hit.
That was a tough play for Darren Baker to make, and it banked off the heel of his glove, but great heads-up base running by Xavier Warren to see that trickle into center field and then take off for third.
Can Jake McKenzie bring in the 4th run of the game for the Braves? Only 3 RBIs this season. He's over 2 tonight. First pitch from Salucci. Popped him up. Shallow left center. Sends the shortstop going back. Makes the catch right in front of his eyes. Salucci gets out of it. No runs on 1 hit. 2 left aboard for the Braves in the 6th. We head to the top of the 7th. Still 3-1 Bourne. We'll be right back on 1420 WBSM New Bedford and the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod, so even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
We head to the 7th here in Bourne, 3-1. The Bourne Brave lead over the Wareham Gatemen. Pitching change for Bourne here in the 7th. The new pitcher Colby Dunlop will face Matt McLean, Benjamin Sims, and Cam Guangarena, 5-6-7 hitters for the Gatemen. Starter Mac Lardner's night is done, and he was fantastic. 6 innings pitched, 6 hits given up, 1 run, it was earned. No walks, 3 strikeouts. First pitch to McLean, fastball check swing foul off the netting. 0-1. Colby Dunlop has made 2 appearances this summer for Bourne. 6 foot, 185-pound rising junior at UConn. 0-1 fastball paints the outside corner, 0-2. His first appearance, not so good. 3 2/3 innings pitched, gave up 4 runs, 3 earns on 7 hits. To Orleans on June 16th. It was a 9-0 loss for Bourne. The 0-2 breaking ball misses low, 1-2. He bounced back with an excellent performance against YD on June 24th, a week ago. 3 innings pitched, no runs, only gave up 1 hit. ERA still at 4.05 because of the bad first outing. The 1-2. Breaking ball in and out of the glove, but a swing and a miss by McLean. Throw down to first in time. First strikeout for Dunlop, and 1 batter, and in steps Benjamin Sims.
Dunlop, the UConn Husky, didn't have a great season this year at UConn. Made 19 appearances, started 10 games, an ERA of 4.31 in 56 innings. 36 strikeouts in 56 innings. Only walked 14.
First pitch to the Kansas Jayhawk, Benjamin Sims. Misses high and away, 1-0.
Opponents batted .273 against him, which is actually a drastic improvement from his freshman campaign when they batted .336.
The Sims. Swing and a miss on a fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Benjamin Sims, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded out to McKenzie at second base in the 2nd inning. Lined out to McKenzie at second in the 5th. That was probably the hardest hit ball we've seen from a Gateman tonight. That was a rocket, but straight to McKenzie. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball inside. Couldn't quite get around on it. Little late. 1-2. Sims, a .353 hitter coming into tonight, 3rd in the Cape Cod Baseball League, as Wareham continues to hit the ball well. The 1-2. Fouled off. Back into the netting behind home plate. We'll do it all over again. Wareham has 4 of the top 11 hitters in the league. Teeter's a 373 hitter coming into tonight. That's second. Sem's 353 third. And then Ward and Del Castillo both hitting 311 coming into today. That's 10th and 11th in the league. The 1-2 curveball sliced foul. Out of play down the third base line. We'll stay at 1 and 2. Sems digs back in. Knees bent, bat waving over his back shoulder. The 1-2. Breaking ball in the outside corner, strike 3. 2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts for Dunlop. 1 swinging, 1 looking. And in steps Cam Guangarena trying to keep the inning alive here in the 7th for the Gatemen, down 3-1.
Number 8 from Cal State Fullerton, Cameron Guangarena.
Dunlap has a good fastball. Sits lower 90s. Also has a curveball to go along with it. A slow curveball that sits low 80s.
First pitch to Guangarena, who's been a bright spot tonight for the Gatemen. Pitch down low, 1-0. Guangarena, 2 of 6 hits. Single in the second, single in the fourth. Got stranded on second base his last time up. The 1-0 from Dunlop. Swing and a miss on a curveball. Fooled Guangarena. 1 ball and 1 strike. Guangarena hoping this is the start of breaking out of a slump. It was 0 for his last 13, 1 for his last 18. Foul tips one back into the mid of Greer. 1 and 2. Sun setting here in Bourne. Still some sunlight out in right center field. Not much daylight left. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball way high at the eyes. 2 and 2. Wareham 9, 6 and 1. First place in the West coming into tonight. Bourne 5 and 9. 4th place in the Western Division. The 2-2. Breaking ball down low in the dirt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And this is the Bourne pitching that these Braves fans have seen all season long. 2.25 ERA. 2.95 ERA this season as Guangarena swings through a fastball. Strike 3. Dunlop strikes out the side in the 7th. It's time to stretch here in Bourne. 3-1, the Braves lead over Wareham. We'll be right back on 1420 WBSM New Bedford and the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served Southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesignsinc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
.com.
To the bottom of the 7th, we go here in Bourne. 3-1, the Braves lead over the Gatemen. 9-1-2 hitters due up for Bourne. Brendan Salucci back out on the bump, but before this inning starts, let's send it to Addison Van Patten on the field.
Thanks, guys. I want to talk to you about our pitching staff. Now, through the 16 games that we've played so far this season, we've averaged about 4 pitchers per game. That is through all 16 games. Of course, we have to factor in the fact that we've had 2 different doubleheaders. Both those doubleheaders include 7-inning games, not 9. But it's an interesting fact that I asked Will Joss, our pitching intern, about. Now, he is under Jim Lawler, the head pitching coach, and he said that there are a lot of factors that play into those decisions. Of course, there are some tough decisions you have to make, like the one they might be making right now, but he said that, of course, it's just kind of a play-it-by-ear type thing. Now, they plan to continue this type of schedule through the rest of the season, but, of course, there may be changes. Throwing it back to you guys.
Giovanni DiGiacomo.
Thanks, Addison. See that a lot in summer ball. Not often you get a 1 or 2 pitcher type of night. Actually, I would think it's safe to say you'll never get a 1 pitcher type of night in summer ball. No one's going to go all 9. I think the longest we've seen a starter go this season is 6 innings. And Mac Lardner went 6 tonight. Only gave up 1 run. J.P. Gates, the starter for Wareham, went 3. Coy Cobb came in, pitched an inning, and now Brendan Salucci out for his 3rd inning of work. First pitch curveball, a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. DiGiacomo showed bunt, backed out of the way. Nearly did a 360, and that ball was a strike. The 0-1, another curveball, swings over the top of it. 0-2, DiGiacono 0 for 2 with 2 Ks today. The 0-2. Fastball misses low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Boy, it's turned into a cold evening, hasn't it?
It has. A little chilly here.
Was not prepared for this.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, but it gets past Guangarena all the way to the backstop. And just like we saw with Braden Ward to lead off the game, DiGiacono reaches on the strikeout. It's the 3rd strikeout for Salucci, but it's not going to feel like it.
Number 17 from the University of Florida, Judd Fabian.
1 of 7 ways to reach first base. We've seen it twice.
I think it's the first 2 times we've seen it all season.
Think you're right.
In steps Judd Fabian. You said that surprisingly. I know I'm not right often.
No, I trust you.
First pitch from the lefty, Salucci. Misses low, 1-0.
You're right. 1 out of 3 times is a 330 average. 333 average. Makes you an all-star.
Don't know if that's how it works here in the booth. 1-0. Nubbed foul. 1-1. Judd Fabian 2 for 3 today. Single in the 1st inning, double in the 2nd. Struck out in the 5th. The 1-1, and now Salucci throws over to first. Teeter gets a glove on it, trickled past him, but not far enough for DiGiacono to advance. Salucci has thrown a lot of pitches in his few innings as the curveball swung out and missed 1 and 2. That was pitch number 36. Salucci sets and deals the 1-2. Curveball in the dirt. Guangarena blocks it to his left, but DiGiacono advances to second. That's a tough curveball to block. Guangarena giving him some fits. And a runner in scoring position for Bourne here in the bottom of the 7th. We'll take you around the league here in the bottom of the 7th. As Salucci sets the 2-2, line drive, left center field, a base hit. Ward charges, gloves, and DiGiacono gets the halt sign at 3rd. That's where the speed of Ward just to get to the ball, and then he has a cannon out in center, saves a run. And it's 1st and 3rd with nobody down here in the 7th for Bourne.
Braden Ward has a strong arm. We've seen him throw out a guy to end a ball game against Brewster.
And we're going to get a pitching change. Jerry Weinstein making a move. We'll see who it is when we come back on 1420 WBSM New Bedford and the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served Southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Pitching change, bottom of the 7th. 3-1 the Bourne lead. The Gatemen making the pitching change. Brendan Salucci done. 2 innings pitched, 2 hits given up. Book not quite closed. He's responsible for runners on first and third with nobody down here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitching change brought to you by Bay Point Club, and it's Tanner Bybee for the Gatemen.
Tanner Bybee from Cal State Fullerton. Rising junior, 4.33 ERA through 95 innings this season. 80 strikeouts in those 95 innings.
Bybee and Guangarena, the teammates. 2 Cal State Fullerton guys. Battery mates here in the 7th. Bybee this season for the Gatemen, 3 appearances, 5 2/3 innings pitched. He's only given up 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and Bybee has some type of decision in every appearance, a win, a loss, and a save. ERA of 1.58. First pitch, hard line drive into deep center, chases Ward back, and he makes the leaping catch. But that's going to do it, a sacrifice fly. DeGiacono scores from third. Glowenke gets his 4th RBI of the season, and it's 4-1 Bourne here in the bottom of the 7th.
That's another run that, well, the run ended up scoring, but Braden Ward saving an extra base hit with his speed.
In steps Cade Beloso. 1 for 3 tonight. Bybee, the righty, sets the pitch. Runner going, pitch flared out into left. Otsuka barely has to move, makes the catch. And now he's going to make the long throw to first, but not in time. 1 hops to Teeter. 2 pitches, 2 outs for Bybee. That's one way to do it.
That's what they call efficiency.
At bat, number 37 from East Tennessee State.
And that'll bring up Jackson Greer for the Braves. 4 runs on 7 hits tonight for Bourne. 1 run on just 6 hits for Wareham. Bybee throws over to first. Diving back safely is Fabian, who doesn't have a stolen base this season. Greer 1 for 3 today. It was a big hit. 2 RBI double in the first. First pitch. Breaking ball. Sliced down the left field line. Fair. Rolls all the way to the corner. Otsuka bare hands out and left. Throws in. The runner from first, Fabian, going to the plate. The throw is not in time. Diving in safely is Fabian. 5-1 Bourne. An RBI double for Greer. His 3rd RBI of the night. His 2nd double of the night. And the Gatemen have a lot of work to do in the last 2 innings now.
That was a good move by Sems, though. The relay throw was a strong one, just a tad offline. Not sure he would have gotten the runner.
At bat, number 27 from
Wow.
Central Michigan, Xavier Warren.
Tough play and great backup by Bybee.
And that'll close the book on Salucci, who is charged with both those runs. Bybee needs an out to get out of the inning. First pitch to the lefty, Warren. On the outside corner for strike one. Bourne swinging early in counts with Tanner Bybee on the mound. It was 1 pitch out, 1 pitch out, 1 pitch double. The 0-1. Breaking ball low in the dirt. Count even, 1-1 to Warren. Xavier Warren also an RBI double in the first inning. Flew out to McLean and right in the third. Walked his last time up in the sixth. The 1-1 from Tanner Bybee. Catches the outside edge. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Warren came into tonight just a .205 hitter. That was just his second double of the year back in the first inning. Bybee rocks and fires. The 1-2 pitch. Hard ground ball towards second and into center field, a base hit. Ward charges, gloves, throws home. The throw is not in time. A little bit down the third base line. Greer scores from second, and it's a 3 spot here in the 7th for Bourne. 6-1.
Just when you thought that Tanner Bybee had it working, he's getting bit up.
At bat, number 1 from Stanford University, Nick Brucer.
Nick Brucer to the plate now for Bourne. He's 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch. Curveball low. Guangarena keeps it in front. 1-0. Brucer popped out to Teeter at first base in the first inning. Flew out to Otsuka in left in the 4th. Popped out to Braden Ward in center. His last time up in the 6th. The 1-0. Fastball, hard ground ball, foul down the third base line by about half a foot. 1-1. Bourne 6 runs on 9 hits now. Wareham just 1 run on 6 hits. Lights now on here at Doran Park. Bybee sets and deals. The 1-1. Breaking ball outside. 2 balls and a strike. We haven't really seen Tanner Bybee get hit hard this season. It's been a few rockets off the bat here in the 7th. Every ball has been hit hard. Sacrifice fly, line out to Otsuka in left, then the RBI double, then the RBI single. Again, 2 of the 3 runs in this inning charged to Salucci. And now Bybee steps off. So take you around the league. Orleans up 3-0 on Falmouth. Chatham up 2-0 on YD. Katuitt up 8-5 on Hyannis. The 2-1. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball down low, 2-2. So if results hold, Katuitt would once again get within a half game, 1 point of Wareham. No matter what, Wareham with the loss will stay in first place in the West. Bybee sets, unleashes the 2-2. Softly grounded toward third. Stevens charges, gloves, throws to first inside. Smooth from the third baseman, Chad Stevens. 3 runs on 3 hits for the Braves in the 7th. 6-1, the Bourne lead. We head to the 8th. We'll be right back on 1420 WBSM New Bedford and the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Colby Dunlop back on the bump for the Bourne Braves.
Now batting, number 9
Braves
from
put
the
up a
University
3
of
spot in the
Bourne,
last half
Chad
inning. So
Stevens.
Dunlop now pitching with a 5-run cushion. 6-1 over Wareham. 8-9-1 in the Gatemen order due up. Chad Stevens will lead things off, a right-on-right matchup. First pitch to him. Fastball. Darts over the heart of the plate, 0-1. That's now 2 3-run innings for the Braves tonight. First one came in the first inning. Second one came in the bottom of the 7th. Fastball misses outside. 1-1.
That's exactly what I was about to say. It's simply been 2 bad innings for Wareham. The bats haven't gotten going, but defensively, just a couple of mistakes in each inning.
Breaking ball sits at the top of the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Stevens. Toro Otsuka in the on-deck circle, then back to the top of the order with Braden Ward. Nobody on, nobody out. Gatemen have their work cut out for them. The 1-2. Swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. Strike 3. 1 away in the top of the 8th. Nobody on, now 1 out. I'd like to give a special shout out to Paige Anderson, sitting in the stands. Big fan of the Gatemen. Big fan of Gabe. Toro Otsuka, the new batter.
That's one way to put it.
He's 1 for 2. Pops this one up. Shallow center field. Glowenke makes the catch. Right behind the second base bag. 2 out. Back to the top of the order. Nobody on base, 2 away. Braden Ward, the new batter, looking for his first hit of the night. He has scored a run after striking out in the first inning, reaching base on a drop third strike, stealing 2 bags, and then coming around to score on a Darren Baker RBI single.
And Dunlop has been fantastic. 5 up, 5 down. He struck out the first 4. Struck out the side in the 7th, and then struck out Stevens to begin the inning.
First pitch to Ward. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Dueling Huskies. Connecticut on the mound. Washington at the plate. Both sides of the country. Fouled off. 0-2. Bourne on top of Wareham, 6-1. 9 hits tonight for the Braves, 6 for the Gatemen. But they've only tallied a skinny run in the first inning. Long look in from Dunlop. Nobody on, 2 away. Dunlop still working out of the windup. The pitch lifted in the air, not very deep, out to left field, charging in Fabian. He'll play it on a hop, and it skips to his left. Braden Ward takes off for second and makes it standing with 2 away. Runner in scoring position for the Gatemen.
And this kid finds a way on base every game, it seems like. With that hit, he has a hit in every game he's played in but one this summer for Wareham, and he's played in nearly every game for the Gatemen since he's been here. Great addition to the lineup for Jerry Weinstein, again in that leadoff spot. Can't ask for anything more out of Braden Ward.
New batter, Darren Baker. Runner on second. 2 away in the top of the 8th. Gatemen trailing by 5. Baker with the only RBI for the Gatemen in this game. He's reached base 3 times. Breaking out of mini slump. Fouls one off along the left side and into the dugout of the Bourne Braves.
That was some Matrix-like stuff from one of the, looks like, assistant coaches in the Bourne Braves dugout. Hard hit off the bat of Baker.
Which Matrix movie? The first?
Sure.
Okay. 0-1 the count. 2 away. Runner off second. The pitch. Fouled off. Dunlop gets ahead, 0-2 on Darren Baker. Baker came into this game batting 17 for 57, a .298 average. He's cooled off as of late. For a little while, he was sitting atop the batting average standings, I guess you could say. Category. Leading the league. Oh, 2 the count. Runner off second, 2 away. Top of the 8th. The pitch from Dunlop. Misses low and away. Greer tried to frame it, 1-2.
Yeah, not a bad pitch at all, especially on 0-2. Ended up breaking back over the outside corner, but missed low.
Braden Ward standing off second base about 5 steps off the bag. The pitch. Downstairs a breaking ball. Baker watches it, 2-2. Baker has Ward, I should say, has 2 stolen bases in this game. Watched closely by Dunlop. The pitch high and away, and Baker works a full count after falling behind 0-2. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. First game between the Braves and the Gatemen this season. First of 6 in the regular season. Ward dances off the second base bag and forces Dunlop to stop. Gatemen sitting at the top of the Western Division standings. The pitch, waved at and missed, strike 3. Dunlop gets out of the inning, striking out Darren Baker, leaving Braden Ward on second base. No runs on a hit, 1 man left after 7.5. Gatemen trailing by 5, entering the home 8th. We'll be right back.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
You all right there, buddy?
I'm all good. I'm all good.
Bottom of the 8th inning. Jared Poland, Jake McKenzie, Giovanni DiGiacomo, the 3-2 up. Bottom third of the order for the Bourne Braves. Gabe loves Coldplay, in case you didn't know. First pitch from Tanner Bybee. Breaking ball sits low, 1 ball and no strikes to Poland. Poland has reached twice tonight. He's 1 for 2. Singled in the 6th, walked in the 4th. The 1-0. Breaking ball. Right down Broadway, 1-1. 3 runs across in the 7th inning. Has extended the Braves' lead to 5. Looks to tack on some more before closing it out. Half swing, taken right down the pipe, 1-2. Poland grounded out to end the 1st inning. The first of 2 3-run innings tonight for the Braves. The 1-2. Tapped left side of the infield, charging at it. Chad Stevens, the third baseman, staying with it, spinning, firing to first, but not in time. Jared Poland beating out a bobble and a toss by Chad Stevens. And that's going to be an error.
I think that's going to be an error. Yep, error on Stevens. Just his 2nd of the season. He's been shorthanded over there at third base. I don't think he quite knew how to read that ball. He started to come in on it, then just went to his left, took a couple steps back, and didn't play it right.
Run around first, nobody out. First pitch to McKenzie. Lifted in the air, foul ground, right side, out of play. 0-1. McKenzie hasn't reached tonight. He's 0 for 3. 2 flyouts and a ground out. Runner at first, nobody out. Gatemen trailing by 5. The pitch from Bybee. Catches the outside corner, 0-2. Bybee's been firing strikes. It's up to 17 pitches, 14 of them strikes. Ahead in the count, 0-2 to McKenzie. Runner at first, nobody out. The pitch. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. Jake McKenzie caught looking. 1 away in the bottom of the 8th. That strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exofaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 1 away. The number 9 man, Giovanni DiGiacomo. New man up. 0 for 3 tonight. 3 strikeouts. Runner at first, 1 away. First pitch. Downstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Back to the top of the order after this with Judd Fabian. Middle infield back, hoping for a double play opportunity. Gatemen trailing 6-1. 1 away, bottom of the 8th. The pitch from Bybee. Slapped on the ground, left side, base hit under the glove of a diving Chad Stevens and into left field. Jared Poland pulls in at second base. Giovanni DiGiacomo stops at first with his first hit of the ball game. He's now 1 for 4.
Number 17 from the University
Good effort from Stevens there. Once again, another diving attempt from Chad Stevens tonight that just snuck under his glove. 2 fantastic efforts and just hasn't been able to get there on both.
Back to the top of the order with Judd Fabian. 3 hits tonight for Fabian. 3 for 4. 2 on, 1 away. Look back to the second base bag. Check swing. And fouled off, 0-1. Right on right matchup. 2 singles and a double tonight for Fabian. Struck out swinging in the 5th. 1-2-3 inning that inning. Lifted in the air, right side, foul ground, out of play. Bybee quickly gets ahead, 0-2. The Braves sitting at 4th in the Western Division, 5-9 this season. 3 points ahead of Hyannis, who has the basement right now. The 0-2. Breaking ball. Just misses the outside corner. Guangarena tried to frame it, 1-2. The Braves manager, Harvey Shapiro, in his 17th season with Bourne. Won the CCBL title back in 2009. Gatemen coming off a title of their own. Defending champions, their 8th. Breaking ball. On the outside corner, ring him up. Second strikeout of the inning for Tanner Bybee. Another strikeout brought to you by Lang Exafaris and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. Second time tonight that Judd Fabian has struck out. Now 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. Jimmy Glowenke, the new man up. He's looking for his first hit. 2 on, 2 away. Bybee checks the runner at second. Kicks, delivers, breaking ball. On the outside corner, 0-1. Right on right matchup. Glowenke, first team freshman All-American, freshman, and defensive player of the year at Dallas Baptist University. One of the most decorated freshmen ever to go to that school. The 0-1, right down the middle, 0-2. Batted .328 with 6 homers, 43 RBIs, an on-base percentage of .429. Still looking for his first hit tonight. An RBI situation with a runner in scoring position. The pitch. Upstairs, Guangarena pops up, both runners holding 1-2. Poland off of second, DiGiacomo off of first. Long look in from Bybee, checks both runners. Comes set at the letters. Rocks fires the 1-2. Breaking ball. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts for Tanner Bybee to end the 8th. That strikeout brought to you by Lang Exafaris and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. Bourne leaves 2 stranded in the bottom of the 8th inning. No runs on a hit. 2 men left. After 8, Bourne up by 5. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network and 1420 WBSM New Bedford.
Stop at Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a clubhouse that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Top of the 9th inning. Gatemen trailing by 5. 6-1 the score with 3, 4, and 5 in the Gatemen order due up. New pitcher in, Tyler Brocious out of URI, a submarine pitcher. He's been the closer for this Bourne Braves team all season. 3 saves, is making his 5th appearance. Has pitched in 5 1/3 and has yet to give up an earned run. Has yet to give up a run or a hit in 5 1/3 innings. He's walked 1, struck out 7. It's been rock solid out of the pen.
And the book is closed on Dunlop.
First pitch to Teeter, taken at his feet. 1 ball, no strikes.
2 innings pitched, 1 hit given up, no runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts. He was fantastic in the 7th and the 8th inning.
Brocious, the 3rd different pitcher used for Bourne. Right down the middle, 1-1. Jacob Teeter 0 for 3, has grounded into 2 double plays tonight, both 4-6-3 double plays, and has struck out. The 1-1. Misses outside, 2-1. Adrian Del Castillo on deck, Matt McLean behind him. Gatemen trailing by 5 here in the top of the 9th. Brocious trying to close it out. Not a save opportunity. The pitch. Fouled off. 2-2. He had 6 saves this season for the Rams. Appeared in 25 different games. Pitched in 39 2/3 innings. An ERA of 2.27. The pitch. Lifted in the air, fairly deep, straightaway center field. DiGiacomo going back, has plenty of space, makes the catch. 1 away.
And a rough night for Jacob Teeter, a rough night for the Gatemen all around. Teeter finishes 0 for 4 tonight.
Brocious this past season at URI. In those 39 innings, 32 strikeouts, 6 walks. Nobody on, 1 away. First pitch catches the outer corner to Adrian Del Castillo, 0-1. Del Castillo 1 for 3 with a double. That double came back in the 4th inning. The pitch. Misses outside, 1-1. Matt McLean on deck, nobody on, 1 away. Gatemen trailing 6-1. The 1-1. Taken downstairs, 2-1. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Thanks for spending your Monday evening with us, whether you're listening on the Gatemen Baseball Network or 1420 WBSM New Bedford. The pitch, fouled off, left side, out of play, 2-2. Our next WBSM broadcast is July 10th, when the Gatemen travel to Chatham for the 2nd time this season. Tomorrow's game against YD will also be airing on Fox Sports. The 2-2. Misses low and away, 3-2. In case you wanted to tune into Fox Sports and mute that so you can listen to us on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Nobody on, 1 away. Lifted in the air, it's popped up. Sky to shallow left. Going back to shortstop Glowenke, called off by Fabian, the left fielder. He catches it, and the Gatemen are down to their final out.
Gotta love technology these days.
Number 10 from UCLA,
Mute the TV,
Matt McLean.
turn on the radio, sync it up. It's good to go.
That's right. Wild world we live in. Matt McLean, the new batter. Nobody on, 2 away, top of the 9th. Right on right matchup, first pitch from Brocious. Right down the middle, 0-1. McLean 0 for 3, playing his first game out in right field. 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Nobody on, 2 away. And McLean has the weight of the game on his shoulders. Swings and misses. And the Gatemen are down to their final strike. Nobody on, 2 away. Lights shining bright here at Doran Park. A cool 68 degrees. The 0-2 from Brocious. Tapped foul to the right side. And McLean will have another pitch to him. If McLean can keep the inning going, Benjamin Sims would be the next batter. Gatemen trailing 6-1 in the top of the ninth. The 0-2. Just misses downstairs. Tough pitch to take for Matt McLean. Makes the right call. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brocious, a 2-pitch pitcher, fastball and slider. 1-2 count. The pitch. Cut on and miss, strike 3, and that'll do it. A 1-2-3 inning. Tyler Brocious shuts the door. And the Braves take the first game of the 6-game season series between the Braves and the Gatemen.
Final score of Wareham 1.
Final score,
Bourne Braves
6-1.
6.
Bourne takes the victory at home.
Next 2 nights. On Thursday, they will be taking part in
And the offense just never got going tonight for Wareham. Not only just 1 run on 7 hits, the Gatemen only left, let's see, 4 on base tonight. Just not a lot of opportunities for the Gatemen. Pitching, I think the pitching did a little better than it looks on the scoreboard. It was just 2 bad innings. 6 zeros on the board for Bourne, but a 3 spot in the first, a 3 spot in the 7th really broke this game open. And, well, the good thing about a cushion is it means even with the loss tonight, Wareham's still in first place in the West. But, man, these bats got to get going like they were about 4 days ago.
They'll play again tomorrow, but we're going to stick to talking about tonight's game. When we come back from this quick break, we're going to break everything down. Don't go anywhere on the Gatemen Baseball Network and 1420 WBSM New Bedford.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
Wonderful.
6-1 the final score from Doran Park. 6 runs on 10 hits for the Bourne Braves. Wareham tallying 7 hits, only 1 run across, each team with an error. Wareham couldn't string together multiple wins in a row, and meanwhile, Bourne snapping a 3-game losing skid with this 5-run victory.
Yeah, Bourne snaps a 3-game losing streak in which they were 5-6 at one point, dropped to 5-9. Wareham, despite only the one win, couldn't string together back-to-back wins. They had won 4 of their last 5, and they take the loss tonight to drop to 9-7-1. And all of a sudden, the best offense in the league has gone quiet the last few days, my friend.
And perhaps the worst offensive in the league had a pretty good night at the plate. I mean, this was an offense in the Braves that had the fewest home runs in the CCBL coming into the game, fewest RBIs, fewest runs scored, not a lot of stolen bases, not a lot of walks, a low batting average, and yet 10 hits, 6 runs, and a victory.
Yeah, second fewest hits, third lowest average. You could keep going. And they pull together 10 hits tonight for the win. 6 runs on 10 hits, 8 left on base. And these Bourne Braves, if they can get their offense going, they've got the second best pitching staff in the league. And, I mean, all it takes is, tonight it would have taken 2 runs to get a victory. And that's what we've seen often from Bourne. They've scored 2 or less runs 9 times this season. And it's still pulled together a 5-9 record. So it's one of those things where, is this starting to become an issue for Wareham? 1 run today, 1 run yet. I know the Gatemen won yesterday, but 1 run yesterday, just 3 runs the day before in an 11-3 loss. And these last 3 games have been a struggle with the bats. No more than 8 hits in these last 3 games for Wareham.
And if you're saying to yourself, well, how does a team with, well, possibly the worst offense in the entire Cape League now have 6 wins on the season and staying steady in the middle of the pack in the Western Division? Well, it's because they have a fairly dominant pitching staff, and they had all season, and it showed up again tonight.
Yeah, 2.95 ERA, second in the league. Opponents only hit .222 against them. That is 4th in the league, and most importantly, they don't walk anyone. Just 35 walks issued this season by Bourne pitching. That is 2nd fewest in the Cape Cod Baseball League. Again, just over 2 walks a game, and it was the same here tonight. No walks issued by Bourne pitching, none. They were in control the entire time. No walks, 9 strikeouts by the 3 pitchers combined. Wareham looked off balance all night, couldn't get anything going, and it led to just 1 run on 7 hits for the Gatemen tonight in a game in which they take a 6-1 loss.
A 6-1 loss. Gabe and I breaking it all down on the Gatemen Postgame Show. We'll have Addison Van Patten standing by with the player of the game momentarily. Let's continue talking about this impressive pitching staff from the Bourne Braves. Tyler Broche is coming in and shutting the door.
Yeah, Tyler Broche in that 9th inning. No hits, no walks, 1 strikeout. And really, one of the bright spots tonight for Wareham was Darren Baker.
Darren Baker standing by with Addison Van Patten. Addison.
Addison Van Patten here with Darren Baker. Now, Darren, lost for the Gatemen tonight, but a great performance by you. What did it feel like to be at Doran Field for the first time?
It feels good. I kind of like this field maybe the most. The trees in the background, things like that. But I don't know. It would have been nice to get the win.
Now, you've been in the 2-hole for the whole roster this season. What does it feel like to be that second batter, and how do you think you do in that role?
I love the 2-hole. It's probably my favorite spot to be in the lineup. I can hit leadoff, but you kind of have to take more in the leadoff spot, and I like to swing.
Now, single at the top of the first, you had a single RBI in the 4th after that, and then you had an error that advanced you to first later in the 7th. How do you feel your at-bats were today?
I felt like I did a good job early. My first 2, I kind of chased in my 3rd at-bat, and then the last one, that pitch was pretty good. But overall, it's a solid day, but always room for improvement.
Now, there was a slide catch earlier that didn't quite make it there early in the game. What happened there?
I'm not really sure. I thought I had it, just unlucky.
Now, we're in the lose column for tonight, but we will be back in the win tomorrow, assuming against YD at home. What do you expect for that game? We've taken YD before, but we saw them at Boston College. Now we're going to be seeing them at home.
I expect a close game. I feel like YD's always pretty competitive. I know some guys over there, but if we play our game, I think we should come out on top.
Final roster is due July 2nd. That's coming up pretty quickly here. How are you excited, and how comfortable do you feel with this team so far?
I love the team. It's probably, my second favorite team I've been around besides the one I'm on now at school. But great group of guys, real supportive, and couldn't be happier.
We talked earlier and you said that you miss Cal. What do you plan on taking back from this summer and bringing back to Cal?
Oh, so much, so much. I don't know if I could give out all my secrets, but just, I've learned so much about the little things in the game. I kind of neglected it during the season, and you can get away with it sometimes at the regular season, but as you advance in the higher levels of baseball, the little things come, more important. So probably just the details.
Now, what's it like being being on the field and having a changeup of the guys behind you, Matt McLean out right, and then of course Chad Stevens at third?
I feel like it's good. It's a good learning experience, just playing with different guys in different positions, and everybody's done a great job, no matter where we put them. So I'm proud of them.
All right, thank you for talking with me, and we'll chat again soon. Have a great rest of your night.
Thanks so much, Addison. Talking to Darren Baker, our player of the game, but Wareham only managing 1 run. That 1 run coming courtesy of Darren Baker, an RBI single back in the first inning. And that was it for the Gatemen offense. They tallied 7 hits, just the 1 run. Darren Baker, a bright spot. He reached base 3 times.
Hey, you said it all, my friend. Darren Baker, who had just 3 hits in his last 6 games, trying to get back going, get back on a hot streak. And he's now hitting over 300 with his 2 hits tonight. He's been a bright spot all season long for Wareham, and he's been excellent over at second base, and we saw it again tonight.
All right, tough loss for the Wareham Gatemen tonight. They'll look to turn things around tomorrow when they take on YD at YD. Parting thoughts, Gabe?
At YD, one of the best offenses in the league as well. Wareham and YD, 2 of the top 3 offenses in this league. We'll see if the Gatemen can bounce back after losing to the Red Sox. That was all the way back game 2 of this season. So a lot has changed since then, and you got to try to get a win on the road. Excuse me.
2 offensive juggernauts duking it out tomorrow night. That game at 5 o'clock. You can catch it on Fox Sports. You can catch it right here on GBN, as you can catch every game. Thanks for spending time with us, both on the Gatemen Baseball Network and on WBSM 1420 New Bedford. For Javik Blake, for Addison Van Patten, for Ryan LeMay, for Gabe Genovesi, I'm Jonah Karp, saying so long, and thanks for listening.